Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening night of the Winter 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman here, joined along Stu Nyman to bring you some highlight here in 2025. How you doing today, Stu?
Andrew, doing great. The break is over. Time to play Battle Court.
Yes, a couple new players coming into this season. We had a whole draft just a few weeks ago, and you're going to see a couple of those new faces and some of those changes right away here tonight with the Fireballs and the Warriors. Just a quick rundown here of the two teams. Arat's #1 player drafted for the Fireballs. They picked up Arutia and Lalu, two new players coming into this league. Ron going to the Fireballs in Division 4 alongside Cabrera and Jedden. As for the Warriors, they kept Douglas #1, picked up Alex in the 2nd division. Manny and Julian back to that team, and Bradley and Correa in Divisions 5 and 6, respectively. We get started here in the 4th division of doubles. We saw those two teams up there a moment ago, Alex and Bradley, formerly of the Devils, now for the Warriors, ready to take on Lalu and Cabrera. First match here of the Winter 25 Battle Court season. Got the Fireballs here and the Warriors.
Alex serves, we begin. Low and hard will score off the first serve. First point for Alex and Bradley of the Warriors. Alex has a serve.
Yeah, we always talk about experience, and that's what you see here with Alex and Bradley compared to Lalu and Cabrera. Just a couple practices for the Fireballs compared to a full season for the Warriors.
Under serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's Cabrera from the backhand at the 9 line. Bradley's there. Lalu mid-court, forehand. Hard to the inside. Lalu, backhand, wall-to-wall. Robote. Picked up by Cabrera at the 11 line. Robote forehand by Alex. Here's Lalu. Lalu backhand from the 7. Hard throw caught by Alex up high. Robote to the inside. Here's Bradley. Backhand from the 10. Wall to wall. Lalu on the Robote. Hard to the inside. And scoring. All tied up. 1-1. Lalu serves for the Fireballs.
You see a conservative start for both teams. I mean, expected here with Lalu is just working his way, familiarizing himself with this court. In Alex last season, started to figure it out towards the end of the year, but still developing that 2-wall on the Costado, which we know it takes a little bit of time here on this court.
And Cabrera looked like that ball hit him in the hand.
Yeah, off the...
Got his cesta back on, tied in. Lalu has the serve. Low hard serve, nice and hard. Here's the backhand. Cabrera comes cross court backhand, caught on the forehand of Alex. Scoop by Cabrera. Backhand. Bradley's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Powerfully thrown. Robote, the rebound off the back wall to the inside. Here's Bradley from the 10 line. Robote, the rebound off the back wall on the forehand of Alex. Cabrera is there for the Fireballs. Alex calls for the Robote. Excellent catch by Lalu. There's a backhand to the inside, taking on the forehand of Bradley. What a catch
Beautiful
by Cabrera off the side wall. Robote forehand. Miscommunication on the Fireballs. Point for the Warriors. Alex and Bradley. Alex has a serve with 2 points.
You just got to put a name on that ball. I mean, last thing you want to have happen is a drop between both players, but, I mean, if it's going to happen, you expect it in the first match with two guys that are just paired up.
Excellent catch by Cabrera off a hard serve by Alex. Scoop by Cabrera. Here's Alex. Backhand from the 9, wall to wall. Robote forehand. Scoop by Bradley. Here's the backhand. Cabrera's there. Beautiful catch by Bradley off the side wall. Powerful backhand. Robote left side, low and hard to the inside. Bragley advances, makes the catch. Low and hard, caught by Cabrera. Robote left side by Cabrera. Ball tipped by Alex at the 4 line. Second point for Lalu and Cabrera. We're tied up 2-2. Lalu has the serve for the Fireballs.
And Alex was moving up on that ball, attacking, all signs that he was going to throw some sort of shot. His best opportunity of the day, and see that happen sometimes. Just forget the ball. You're so focused on the opportunity and what you're going to throw that just don't bring it into the basket. Tying things up here, 2-2. Unforced errors really both ways to open it up.
Powerful, powerful serve. Ball ruled to have been tipped off the serve in the front court by the Warriors. That's a point for Lalu and Cabrera. Overserve? Overserve. Correction. Second serve coming up. Second serve must be good. Second serve for Lalu and the Fireballs. Here's a catch by Bragley, backhand from the 9 line. Little clip off the sidewall. Cabrera's there. Low and hard. Catch by Bragley. Beautiful catch by Lalu at the sidewall. Hard backhand. Cabrera, backhand to the inside. Alex, beautiful catch there at the 9 line. That ball's arrimada to the left side of Cabrera. Robote left side. Alex scoops it up. Fakes the 2-all. Placement inside, scores. Beautifully executed by Alex. Alex and the Warriors have 3 points in the serve.
Inside placement there on the drop shot from Alex. Same position. That's the Costado shoulder level throw from the left side of the player's body. That's a little bit deeper than you see most drop shots. I mean, Cabrera likes to hang in the backcourt, one of the best catchers on this roster, but can also get caught back there flat-footed. That's what happened for that 3rd point for the Warriors.
Outside serve to the forehand of Cabrera. Fine catch by Bragley. Robote left side saved by Lalu. Alex reaching behind him to make the catch. Backhand from the 7 line. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Cabrera again, hard to the inside. Robote by Alex. Lalu attacks, winds up. Costi inside. Bragley makes the save on the forehand. Here's Lalu from the 7. Low and hard. Caught on the forehand of Bragley. Carom by Bragley. Stopped but not held onto in the backcourt. That's 4 points for Alex and Bragley of the Warriors. Alex has a serve.
You know, as these players, Lalu, Arrutia, we're going to see later, as they adjust to the court, they're also going to figure out some of the tendencies of their opponents. One place you don't want to give it to Bragley is right to that right side. Cortada got away from him right into the carom. A little late to react because, I mean, where he comes with the traditional, not a lot of times you see the carom from the backcourt. Bragley got him there.
Here's the backhand by Bragley. Caught on the left side of Cabrera. Cabrera goes deep. Robote. Not much
Great
on
save.
it. Alex makes a great save. Lalu attacks. Splitter caught by Alex. 2-all caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Lalu and Cabrera. Alex and Bragley with 4. Lalu has the serve for the Fireballs.
Just the type of break the Fireballs needed to stay in this first set. Could have opened it up to a 5-2 lead. That ball just caught the top part of the pad. One of the changes here this season, actually a bit of a lower pad too here at Magic City. You can see there in that front shot, a few inches lower than last season.
Under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Bragley from the forehand. That ball is tipped. 5 points for Alex and Bragley. This is possible set point. Reminder, the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Robote left side. Here's a catch by Alex. Outside placement will score. Point and set for Alex and Bragley. First set goes to the Warriors. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our second set.
Well, Alex opening it up there towards the end of the set, finishing it off with an outside placement from the forehand. Now, this was a team, Alex and Bradley for the Devils, started off slow last year. I mean, Alex was the only, one of 2 new players last season. They lost their first 2 matches, and then to finish off the season, they won 5 of their last 8. So pretty good run there. Alex got better and better. Bradley had a great year. Now these 2 paired up for the Warriors, seemingly picking up right where they left off.
Saw a beautiful outside placement there by Alex there on the replay. You're absolutely right. Communication between the 2 players from vastly different backgrounds. Alex comes to us, of course, from one of the most traditional highlight families in professional highlight. Bragley, one of the original 2018 Magic City highlight players. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently between our first and second set. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. See the Warriors there. Alex in the center. Bragley tying a cest on. Douglas will be seeing in a bit. Now we move over to the Fireballs. Cabrera and Lalou. This is Lalou's first season with Battle Court. Sorry, Cabrera's nails were throwing me off there for a sec. Hey, look.
Taking a page out of the Caleb Williams book. Hey, we like to see that as a Bears fan here.
You're going to have to write that down for me. And you'll explain that to me later, right?
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
We'll get you caught up on there.
Thank you. That's sports stuff, right?
Sports ball.
Not highlights.
One of the forms.
Yes,
Yes, absolutely right. Well, Alex, you mentioned him a little bit earlier, dropping down to Division II this year for the Warriors. Aratz, though, the opposite move. He moved up to Division I. We'll be seeing him a little bit later. Big change we mentioned here, I mean, at least physically with the court. We mentioned that pad a little bit lower. Also, the scoring system a little bit changed here for this season of Battle Court. So there's still 6 matches in a game day. But this season, points for the season standings will be assigned for the game day result. That's either a win, a loss, or a draw. If your team wins the game day, you'll get 1 point. If the teams tie the game day, each team will receive half a point. And if you lose the game day, you'll get 0 points. So gone are the days where you get a point for each match won. The game day result will be the thing that tells you how many points you get. Either 1 point for the game day win, half a point if you tie the game day, 0 points if you lose it.
We're ready to begin our second set. Lalou has a serve for the Fireballs. Good hard serve by Lalou. Our second set has begun. Robote right up the middle. Lalou's there. 2-all, caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Alex and Bragley on the board here first for the Warriors. Alex has a serve.
And first opportunity here in the second set, Lalou trying to go for a shot off the Robote. Even more difficult than when you catch it in the air. It's all timing and just hooked that one a little bit low into the pad.
Good hard serve by Alex. Here's the backhand by Cabrera on the wall. Alex is there. A beautiful catch. Ball tipped deep in the backcourt. 2 points for Alex and Bragley of the Warriors. Alex has a serve.
Yeah, Warriors seem to have him on their heels right now. Beautiful throw, taking Cabrera back into the corner. I mean, when he's planted there in the corner from the 11 to 13, he makes every catch. Get him on the move. A little bit of a different story.
Lalou picks that serve, puts it on the wall, but Bragley is there. Here's Cabrera from the 11. Alex on the forehand. Cortada, light touch, read by Cabrera. Cabrera on the backhand 2-all. That will land in and score. Tricky and working. That's a point for Lalou and Cabrera. Lalou has a serve for the Fireballs.
And that's really a good time to throw that backhand 2-all. You see Alex is to the outside. He's looking to get back in.
Yeah, no one in the building is expecting that.
And when you see that first lunge to the inside.
And Alex is dangerous to throw that against because he's fast.
Right, absolutely. And still just out of reach. Well done.
Powerful, powerful serve. Well caught by Bragley. Lalou calls for the Robote. Lone inside. Here's Alex. Scoop by Cabrera. He goes deep. Bragley on the right side from the 11 line. Robote left side to the inside. Here's Bragley again on the forehand. Excellent catch by Cabrera. Robote save by Alex. Here's Lalou. Backhand from the 6, low and hard on the wall. That will score. 2-2. Lalu serves.
And even if you're not throwing a shot like a costado to the outside or a 2-all or a drop shot, putting the ball along the side wall.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's your best friend, that side wall there. Tough catch there for Bradley, who's the lower ranked player of the two. So when in doubt, force Bradley to play the ball as opposed to Alex.
Ball under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. I've gotten used to saying that over the years, you know. It's kind of rolls.
Heard it a time or two, yeah.
But we've been seeing fewer underserves and overserves.
Oh, that one's got to sit. Yeah.
Double fault, loss of point. Point for Alex and Bradley of the Warriors. They have 3 points and the serve.
We got to get the first one out of the way this year, Stu, with the the announcers jinx, and there it is.
It's on me.
It's all right.
It's on me.
Look, you were right.
You
were right.
Excellent serve by Alex. That's a beautiful catch. And return by Cabrera. Cabrera alone for the rebote. Alex on the left side winds up. Costado down low. Great catch. Low runner. What a catch by Bradley on the forehand. Cabrera backhand from the 11. Rebote forehand. Up in a way that's out of play. 3-3. Lalu serves for the Fireballs.
A little bit of late notice there in the backcourt by Bradley, and you see the result as Alex pushed it to the outside, didn't have enough time to really turn around that rebote and keep it in play. I mean, still, to me, it feels like the Warriors are in control, but the Fireballs hanging around this set. I mean, still 3-3.
Especially their first time playing together as a new team. And
giving away a point on the serve, too. In spite of that, still right there, and now a lead.
It's an ace. Will score for Lalu. Lalu and Cabrera lead a 4-3. Here's the serve. Bradley on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Wall-to-wall rebote coming out. Rebote forehand, beautifully thrown by Lalu, and Bradley's there. This ball right up the middle on the rebote. Low and hard to the inside, Bradley again. Backhand. Caught on the forehand of Lalu. Backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Bradley comes up with a clutch catch at the 12 line.
Oh,
what
wow.
a catch by Cabrera on the hop. Cabrera on the backhand. Bradley from the forehand. 2-all. That lands in and scores. Beautifully executed. 4-4 is the score. Alex has a serve for the Warriors.
Well, second time he's gotten him with the carom from the backcourt in this match. Bradley's got so much power, and doesn't matter how close he is to that sidewall either. He's going to throw it still. So difficult to get a read on it, and we're all tied up here 4-4.
Alex calling for the rebote. Alex again. Forehand rebote. This one's dropping. Lalu for the save. Hooked it. It hit the pad, and the pad is bad. That is 5 points for Alex and Bradley. This is possible set and possible match point.
Really close there, trying to thread the needle, get that ball just above the pad, and more than likely would have taken a second bounce before Bradley could have gotten up to it.
It was a good thought by Lalu, still trying to get used to the court.
That's the one thing consistently we've seen with all players, front and backcourt. It's hard to have a go-to shot early on in your career adjusting to this court.
Excellent serve by Alex. Rebote, left side. Here's a catch. Backhand. Alex has a tip ball at the 9 line. 5-5. This is set point for Lalu and Cabrera. Match point for Alex and Bradley. Lalu has the serve.
Really well placed there by the Fireballs, putting it along the sidewall, crossing that ball very late. Picked it up practically on the floor, and such a tough catch there, even for a player of Alex's caliber.
Excellent catch by Bragley off a beautiful serve by Lalou. Rabote. Rabote by Lalou, right up the middle. Alex on the forehand. Rabote left side, save by Lalou. Big bounce, brought down by Bragley. Catch by Cabrera. He goes deep. Rabote for Alex. He's on the run. Scoop by Cabrera. Excellent catch. There's the backhand right over the head of Lalou. Beautiful scoop again by Cabrera. Big backhand. Scoop by Cabrera. Backhand. Here's the backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Rabote for Alex. He makes the save. Kind of a dangerous cross.
Splitter.
Here's the catch by Cabrera. Cabrera with the placement. Bragley reaching in to make the catch. What a grab by Lalou. Here's the backhand on the wall, tipped by Bragley. We're going to go on to a third and final set. Lalou and Cabrera take that 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out, play our third set. So that is the scoring here in Battle Court. For those of you who are new to Battle Court, first of all, welcome. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. So Lalou and Cabrera come back nicely there in that second set.
Well, I mean, in their first match, a lot of positives to take away. This is an Alex and Bradley team finished at 500 last season in Division 4.
So used to playing with each other, both with court experience here at Magic City.
You see their beautiful catch off the side wall. I believe that was in that 5-5 point. Yeah, then right on the wall on the return. And that's twice he got Bradley just on balls that were perfectly placed along the side wall.
Well done by Lalou.
I mean, you don't have to, reinvent the wheel here in terms of shots. I mean, you know what you have, but if you're not fully confident, putting that ball along the sidewall, making it difficult for your opponent to make the catch. All the cliches and the simple things of highlight, but they're cliches because they work and they're true.
Traditional.
Absolutely.
Traditional. Get the ball back to the side wall. There we have Lalou, and if you've been watching anything else in highlight, you may recognize that guy on the right. You're seeing Urrutia just a little bit later today.
Yeah, Urrutia, the number 2 for the Fireballs this season, and a lot of expectations. My expectations for Urrutia, given his play overseas.
Yeah,
nice young French player, so we'll see what he's got.
Exploded on the highlight scene this year. Been playing for a while, but very proud to have made these acquisitions. That's not an appropriate word. You acquire players, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
So you have to cue me in on the other sports lingo.
I guess they would. I guess if it's a different league, players can leave and they can play for a different league. It's not like in soccer where there may have to be some monetary compensation for taking a player. Unlike this is just free agency. So let's I think that's the best word for it.
There we go.
Happy to have him, and seemingly so are the Fireballs. They got a third set to win the first match of the season. Alex and Bradley against Lalou and Cabrera.
We're ready to begin our third and final set. First to 6 points will win this match. Alex has the serve for the Warriors.
It's one thing that Lalou did say in speaking to him prior to the season was he's not the most aggressive front court. He doesn't throw a ton of shots. I mean, you're kind of seeing it. Got away from him at the beginning part of that second set when he tried to go for it a little bit. Started to play his game a little bit more. You see he looks very comfortable. They got the lead back and ultimately won that second set. See what happens here with the serve from Alex.
Another excellent serve by Alex to start things off. Here's the backhand. Brackley's there. Backhand from the 11. Rabote by Lalou to the inside. Here's Bragley. Rabote left side by Lalou. Kicks to the inside, and Bragley's there. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Bragley takes it on the backhand. Rabote by Lalou. Big bounce. Brought down by Bragley at the 13. Rabote forehand by Lalou. Stopped by Alex. Alex Coasty to the inside, and Cabrera is there. Cabrera, placement to the left side of Alex. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. Alex makes a save on that rebote. Big bounce. Lalu, good read. 2-all. Does not cut out, but it does score. Lalu and Cabrera first up on the board here in our third and final set for the Fireballs. Lalu has a serve. Lalu was walking over to the service box and basically put his he kind of shook his head saying, yeah,
he knows, just got away with it for sure. I mean, give it to Alex on his right side. I mean, he kills the point more times than he misses the ball entirely.
Alex is thinking about what he's going to do with that ball.
Maybe twice as likely to kill it than miss it.
Beautiful serve by Lalu. Here's a catch and return by Bragley. Bote up high. Big bounce. Up down by Bragley in the backcourt.
That's a tough
that
one.
Ball cuts to the outside. Lalu got to the ball, not able to get it up to the wall. 1-1. Alex has a serve.
And that's going to come with time on this court, figuring out where those rebotes open up. Now, on that one, he was a little bit screened by his backcourt of Cabrera there, so he couldn't see how far it opened up, but the right idea, he knew where to be, moving towards the outside.
Rebote left side. Lalu makes the catch. Here's the backhand from the 8-line, low and hard. Rebote coming out. Rebote by Alex. It's a 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Lalu. Lalu hard and scoring. 2 points for Lalu and Cabrera. Lalu has the serve. You know, the thing that we're always looking for when we see new players coming into the program, into battle court, who have not played battle court previously, is the adjustment to the court. How long does it take them to basically pick up the nuances that you were mentioning before? Lalu has been, I know he's been practicing quite a bit, and so far so good. Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
And I think you're seeing some more strategic play for the Fireballs too. Look, I mean, if you're trying to play the ball to the inside here, it works out with the 5th-ranked player in the back. You don't have to shoot it and give it to Alex up there in the front.
Alex picks the serve. Split placement will score. Perfectly executed by Alex. We're all tied up 2-2 in the third set. First to 6 points will win this match. Alex has the serve for the Warriors.
And the split placement only works if you've established that you can throw the 2-ball. Now, we've seen Alex do it, and also Lalu. He's not used to defending that split placement either. That's something you probably see here more at Magic City than almost anywhere else in Highline.
There's the backhand by Cabrera. There's backhand by Cabrera. Alex is in there to make the save. Scoop goes off the tip of Lalu's cesta. 3 points for Alex and Bragley. Alex has a serve.
Yeah, you don't want to nitpick the first time. I mean, it's just, again, same communication issue there. I mean,
exactly. That's something that they have to work out as this season of Battle Court moves.
And there's nothing that you can do in practice to replicate game speed and game reps and communicating when that ball's moving at you at 100 miles per hour.
Such a powerful serve by Alex. He makes the catch now mid-court. What a catch by Cabrera. Alex calling for the rebote. Nice save by Cabrera. Here's Alex from the 7 line, in and out of the cesta. We're all tied up 3-3. Lalu serves for the Fireballs.
And that's 2 misses in a row at the right side, though. So
have to believe that Alex is thinking about what he's going to throw.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he doesn't typically miss those.
Maybe start to keep it to that left side. I mean, he's got such a great right side, but
Alex? No. No, he's going to go back to that. Alex has got a weapon on that forehand. He's got a real weapon on that forehand. Just needs a chance to use it. Excellent serve by Lalu. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown by Bragley. Rebote left side by Lalu. Catch by Alex. What a catch overhead and behind him by Cabrera.
That was knuckling.
Alex at the 9 line. Backhand 2-all. Caught on the forehand of Lalu. Hard throw. Bragley makes the catch. Here's the backhand by Lalu to the inside. Wall to wall. Out to the rebote. Scoop by Cabrera. Alex calling for the rebote. Plays it up high. Backhand 2-all will land in and score. 4 points for Lalu and Cabrera here in the third set. Lalu has the serve.
You have to be impressed with the play of Cabrera, not just because he's been catching everything, but also to think back to the first point of the match. He got aced, and this is a response to that first miss. He's been spot on from that point on, and 2 backhand 2-walls now that have scored. But you see, Alex turns his back to the thrower. He doesn't see it, hits the sidewall first, and by the time he recognizes it,
Ace will score. That is 5 points, possible match point for Lalu and Cabrera.
This would be quite the tone setter for the Fireballs this season. And Lalu and Cabrera together, I mean, albeit a very good team, you don't see many players that catch like Cabrera in Division 5, so he's one of the best. But Lalu's been playing great here against a team with experience. Couldn't have asked for a better start. We'll see what happens here, and still got to close it out. We've seen many 3-point comebacks.
Absolutely. Powerful serve. Bragley makes the catch. Cabrera on the forehand. Cabrera powerfully. This ball kicks up. Bragley makes the catch. Lalu, tip ball on the left side. 4 points for Alex and Bragley. Still possible match point for Lalu and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Alex has the serve for the Warriors.
It's been tremendous play, and not the best right there for Lalu. Just kind of stabbing at it, reaching there with one hand. Even if he caught it, don't know what he was going to do with it.
Powerful, powerful serve by Alex. Big backhand into the corner, out to the rebote. Alex makes the save. Here's Cabrera. Cabrera lays it up. Rebote to the 8 line. There's a backhand by Cabrera. Hard to the corner, coming in low. Alex makes the diving save. Here's Lalu. Lalu from the 8 line, powerfully. Alex on the catch. Catch by Cabrera, backhand. Wall to wall, into the corner, out to the rebote. Catch by Lalu over the head of Alex. Powerful backhand. Oh, struck with the ball, and a loss of point. That is point set and a hard-fought match for Lalu and Cabrera, taking the first match in the 3rd set, 6-4.
And in their first opportunity together, Lalu and Cabrera get the win over Alex and Cabrera. Again, that is 1 win towards the game day. You have to win 4 matches to win the game day. That's the first for the Fireballs, courtesy of Lalu and Cabrera. Coming up next, we'll move over to Division 5 doubles. We'll see Correa and Julian, new team for the Warriors, taking on Jednan Ron for the Fireballs. But take a quick look here at the final sequence. What a beautiful backhand here. Bradley leapt, realized it was out of reach, and then off the back wall, caught him right there in the calf. Yeah. Fireballs take it in 3 sets. They get the first win of the Winter 25 season.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours. As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Now let's take a look here at that game day scoreboard now that we are back. 1 point for the Fireballs. Now that graphic looks a little bit different this season.
It does.
As we said in the middle of that first match, again, game days are the same. There'll be 6 matches in a game day. However, points for the season will be assigned for the game day result. So you'll get 1 point if you win the game day, half a point if the teams tie the game day, or 0 points if your team loses the game day. 1 point for the Fireballs after that win. Let's hear from Lalu and Cabrera. There they are, guys. Congratulations in your first opportunity. You get the win. Cabrera, after dropping that first set, what was the communication between you guys to stay in it and ultimately get the win?
Yeah, we just had to stay calm and not try to overdo things. Just take it point by point and just just play our game. You know, we had to settle into the match a little bit in the beginning. I think this is my partner's first time on the court, so maybe a little nerves, you know, combined with just playing in a new court. So just composure.
Awesome, guys. A great performance to start off the game day. Lalu, congratulations on great play and your first time out there.
Gracias. Dile thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, moving on to our next match here. We'll move over to Division 5 doubles. That will be Correa and Julian for the Warriors up against Jedden and Ron of the Fireballs. Correa dropping to Division 6 this year for the Warriors. Julian has been frozen in Division 4 for the Warriors the last couple seasons. This, all signs point to this being a really good team for the Warriors. But you got Jedden and Ron together, and Ron always sneaky with those shots here in the backcourt. See what he can do against this Warriors team.
See Jedden there tying into the cesta.
Yeah, I mean, I expect this Correa and Julian team, I mean, what we see on paper, if they play like that, they could go undefeated. They can be one of the best teams, probably the best team in this division. I know you got Goanaga and Flores in Division 5 also. It's an increasingly tougher division, but Ferron to CRB, someone said in my ear as well. So look, some great teams out there, but this could be one of the best. We'll see how they play, and really the key is the front court play for the Warriors and Correa. If he's locked in and playing well, he's above a 6. There's the serve. We begin with an over serve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Ron just goes to get up to it from the 7 line, drops the backhand. That's caught by Julian. Back at the 12, comes out on the right side. There's Ron. Julian scrambling, gets out there at the 10 line, lays up the rebote. Here's Jedden reaching in, and that ball's missed. First point of the match goes to Correa and Julian, the Warriors.
Reaching down that far, difficult to make that catch there on the left side. Want to always try to catch the ball above your waist, whether you're catching on the right side or the left side.
Backhand to the inside. Here's the rebote. Tough one. Not making it out to Julian. That's a point for Jedden and Ron. Tied up.
All tied up at 1-1 in the first set. Ooh, look at Correa go after that serve.
Correa picks it. Gets it out of reach of Ron. Trying to save the rebote. That one's missed. Second point for Correa and Julian. They serve.
Beautiful catch by Correa off the serve. Again, he's got so much power there on the right side. Doesn't often pick the serve, but if you lay it up like this, right on the forehand, he just cranks it. So well done.
Ron from the left side at the 9 line. Low runner. Picked off by Correa. Here's Ron. Backhand. Floated up. Julian runs under it. Catch by Ron. Ron from the 10 line. Floats it up. Julian trying to get up to it. Just does make it. Right side back to the inside. Here's Ron again. Nice scoop. Ron, low runner to the inside on the wall. What
Great
a catch
catch
there by Correa. Here's Jedden from the 8. Backhand inside. Correa thought about it. Julian has to make a high scoop. Great control. Puts it inside. Tough rebote. Not played by Ron. That's 3 points now for the Warriors.
Communications key between front quarters and back quarters.
Ron floats that backhand up. Correa takes it in from the 9 line. Keeps it a little bit lower. There's Jedden. Missed ball. 4-1 lead.
Jedden definitely having a difficult time. Basically just getting warmed up. Ron looking pretty solid here in the backcourt for the Fireballs.
And that was after playing a full season up in the front court. So first time we're seeing Ron here in the back in a while. The catching looks pretty good. Ron a little bit deeper now. Puts the backhand up. Correa gets to it. This one along the wall. Ron lets it pass. Waits on the rebote. He digs it out. Julian up there at the 9 line. Hard backhand. Floated back to Ron. He makes the catch. Here's Julian now from the 12 line. Low runner. Jedden runs under that one. Backhand from the 8. Looking to pass, and he does. Rebote forehand missed. That's a second point for Jedden and Ron. They serve.
Jedden, oftentimes, as we saw last year, it's a question of getting warmed up. And again, communication between he and Ron. Been playing with each other and against each other since 2019.
Correa picks that serve. Backhand into the corner. Ron gets there. This one dropping at the feet of Julian. He makes a tough scoop there in the backcourt. Jed now up at the 9. Floats it along the wall. Correa reaching. Missed it. Julian comes away with it. Ron plays the backhand inside. Here's Julian now up at the 10. Low runner. Ron waits on it. Makes the catch. Going from the 10 line, the backhand, hip in the overhead screen. That's out of play. 3 points now for the Fireballs, Jedden and Ron.
Yeah, that was a little messy. Correa, as we saw last year, has a tendency to come way deep into the backcourt, but now he's got Julian back there.
Right.
Julian's going to make those catches in the backcourt. Also, if I remember correctly from last year, Julian moved up on the ball, playing up the 4 and 5 line on several occasions throughout last season.
This look right here is not one you want to see with
Yeah,
Julian
it's
back
like,
there. Fortunate
oh,
that Correa,
goodness,
I mean,
yeah.
you can see that replay, clean miss, but not a good sight. It's a well-placed serve. Julian waits on it as it crosses the side wall. Edged by Jed now from the left side. Big backhand. That's coming out. Correa waiting for it at the 7. He lays it up. Jed attacking from the Costado. Whips it up the middle. Julian missed the scoop. 4-4 is the score. Jedden and Ron serve. Julian on the forehand, rifles it inside, scoop by Ron. Catch there by Julian, deep in the backcourt, floats it up, Ron runs under it. Here's Julian now on the right side, pushed it up the middle, Jedden is there. He winds it up, well, that kicked off the side wall, back to Julian's forehand. Low and hard just above the pad, look at Ron move up on it, outside placement, more up the middle, it's tipped either way. 5 points and a possible set point for Jedden and Ron. Quite the run here to get back in this set.
Ron is just full of sneaky play. Change-ups.
Fault under serve. Came up short. Second serve coming up. Julian from the outside, puts it back inside. Robote saved up in the overhead screen, though. That's out of play. Correa and Julian have tied it up at 5-5. This is set point.
Could not be closer. Looked like, especially with Correa's catching at the beginning of this set, that the Warriors were going to run away with it.
Yep.
Fireballs have done well towards the latter part of this set. Let's see what Correa is able to do with this serve.
Well placed serve. Better catch there by Ron. Julian up there at the 10 line, backhand to the inside, a little low. Jedden miss ball. Point and set. Correa and Julian come back, win it 6-5. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play set number 2.
Yeah, you saw Jedden reaching back in. It's like he knows he has Ron back there, who's no concern about whether or not Ron's going to be able to make those catches. You need to have the communication, but looked a little tenuous making that reach.
Stu, Hard Rock Bet is partnering up with the World Jai-Alai League to offer Florida's game on Florida's only legal sportsbook. Scoop and score in just a few easy taps. Download the Hard Rock Bet app today.
I love when you pass me those bits of information, Andrew. I really do. Talking about Jai-Alai is fun, but
exciting for all our Floridians down here now with the ability to bet via the Hard Rock app. Very exciting news for this winter 25 season.
absolutely. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. You see Aratz, who's moved up to a D1.
Moved up to Division One, also the captaincy for this team, so a lot on the shoulders of Aratz, and you see him already taking to it, talking with Ron after that first set.
Well, if anyone can handle it, Aratz can handle it. I mean, we've seen Aratz, besides his playing and being one of the best catchers
we know this,
and the most dangerous spot on the court, the cornerback here, just always maintaining his composure and several championships under his belt.
The youngest captain now in Battle Court, now that
Benny got booted out of captaincy?
Benny now a member of the Devils, and Jairo is the captain of that team. So
all right, yeah, he's got to earn his way there on the Devils. Yeah,
I believe that Zuleika, I'm hearing, is the new captain for the Chargers. We'll be seeing the Cyclones, new look Cyclones, very strong team on paper coming in against the Chargers. So Manu, the captain there for the Cyclones, and Zuleika, as we said, for the Chargers. That'll be tomorrow's game day. Another 6 matches. In match 2 here of 6, second set ready to go. The team that loses the previous set begins the next set with control of the serve. In this case, Jeden and Ron lost set 1. They begin set number 2.
And it's Mondays and Tuesdays at 5, right? I need to set my calendar early.
We got, it's always important. Mondays and Tuesdays, 5 p.m. Fridays, 7 p.m.
Got it.
All Eastern time. We're ready to begin set number 2. Jen and Ron serve to Correa and Julin. There's a serve. Set 2 begins. Robote left side, hooked up the middle. Correa steps out of the way. Here's Julin on the forehand. Powers it to the inside. Tough catch made by Ron off the side wall. Here's Julin now from deep in the backcourt. Puts it up the middle. Jeden, scoop, missed. Correa and Julin come away with the first point of set 2.
Always want to try to catch that ball in the air whenever possible. Ron did tell him, I believe, to go for it. Ron believed that was going to take a bounce over his head.
Ron opens up with the backhand close to the side wall. Julin makes the play. Trying to pass. Ron from deeper in the backcourt now floats it up. Julin runs under it. Here's Ron now from the 11 line. Backhand well placed along the inside. Good catch by Julin again. This one comes a little lower and lets it pass. Here's Ron from the back. Well, that one kicked off the sidewall right to the forehand of Jeden. He fires it outside. Correa makes the stop. Winds it up, fires it back into the corner. Gonna be a tough Robote. Ron is there to make the save. Just above the pad, Correa moves up on it. There's the backhand. Ron turns to look forward. He makes the Robote save.
That's
gonna be a big bounce. Julin, great control. Outside placement. Oh, just tipped there by Ron. That's a second point for the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors did an excellent job there of setting the pace of play.
Yeah, look, I mean, Jeden did the right thing. He got out of the way, but still a little bit of a screen there, as you see in that replay.
Where Ron was looking at Jeden's back.
Yeah.
When the ball was near his cesta.
Oh, did the right thing, got out of the way, but still a little bit of a screen. Certainly unintentional. Forehand fired up the middle. Oh, Ron just does get there. Trying to pass with the right side. He does. Julin looking for that Robote. Makes a swiping save into the backcourt. Tough scoop there by Ron. Ball tipped by Correa. That's going to get the fireballs on the board here in set 2. And they serve.
Sometimes you just need to see those points go up on the board.
Yeah, exactly right. And just see one go in your basket, too. I mean, a couple mistakes for Jeden. Got that one in, and see what they can do with it now. Well-placed serve. Better catch by Julin as it crossed the sidewall. Jeden reaching back, controls it.
Nice catch.
Gets it off. Long Karam. Jeden takes off. He gets to it. Drops it back over the top. Here's Julin now. Forehand fired inside. Ron picks it off the sidewall. There's the backhand coming out a long way. Correa backpedals into position up at the 5 line, lays it up. Ron backing up, makes the scoop. Ron trying to pass again. Julian waiting on the rebote. Hooked that one into the sidewall. Jed makes the play. Well thrown there by Jed, and it clears the overhead screen. Correa missed it. 2-2. We're tied up.
Well within Correa's ability to make that rebote. Not sure how that was coming. If he was trying to throw something off of it. I don't know if he was trying to put a light touch on it or maybe cortado rebote. Well, you got to get the ball into your cesta. And as the players play, those cestas get loose. You see Jed in there tying into the cesta. Basically, that hand sits flat on top of that wicker basket with just that leather glove over the top. Only thing holding the hand in there is that long white tie, the cinta. No dead air, Andrew. We got to talk about.
I was just thinking,
on.
if I wanted a cinta, you know, where would you get one? You got to know a guy?
I can hook you up.
Okay.
I can hook you up. I know a guy.
Well, runner inside there by Julian, scooped up by Ron. Back into the corner. Here's the rebote. Correa just lays it up. Ron advancing up at the 8. Fires it, trying to get it past Julian. He makes a leaping grab in the backcourt. Oh, one-handed scoop by Ron. That one trying to pass. Julian, what a beautiful catch as it crossed the side wall. Ron now goes up, controls it, gets it off in time. Correa now back at the 10 line, floats it inside. There's Jedden. Jedden goes wall to wall. Correa staying with it from the outside, drops it back inside. Oh, and it scores.
That was a tough one. Wonky bounce off the front wall and the side wall, way up high. Ron's capable of making that scoop, but
that's really one you got to catch in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ron wanted it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that ball is going to take an odd bounce, and that was the case there.
Ron again with that backhand, puts it on the wall. Julian controls it. Ron up at the 10 line. There's the backhand. That's out of reach. Julian steps out of the way. Correa saves the rebote. No play for Jedden. Here's Ron. Karam lands in. Correa switches to the left to scoop it up. Tough rebote. Ron digs it out. Hits high off the front wall. Julian gonna wait on it. Makes the catch on the right side. He fires it back in. Ron with a tip ball. Right to the forehand. Just missed. That's a 4-2 lead now for the Warriors.
Correa hanging in there, showing real good composure there.
Ron from the outside. Be a tough scoop by Julian. He made it in the corner. The backhand came out a little low. Third point for the Fireballs. They serve. Just a must-have point here for the Fireballs. Tied up at 4-4, but to go down 5-3 and down a set, it's a long way to come back. Here's Julian now from the 10 line, fires it inside. Ron makes the catch. Backhand from the 11. Julian now on the right side, over the top, crosses the sidewall. Ron is there. Tough catch by Julian again, close to the sidewall. Backhand coming up the middle. Ron switches to the forehand. Correa cuts it off. Backhand up at the 8. Right inside, there's Ron. Good read. Hard backhand follows, right back to Julian. Julian now floats it to Ron. He's just beyond the 11 line, trying to get it to pass. He keeps it on the left side. Ron advancing up at the 10. This one out of reach of Julian. Correa got to come back for it. He saves the rebote. Jedden lets it pass to the backcourt. Ron Costado, it clipped, it's in and scores. 4-4 is the score. Jedden and Ron serve.
Sometimes throw the Costado, tap the sidewall, good things happen. That was the case there. Wind up with a split placement here. Why we call it split placement? This is why. Front quarter, up at the 4, Julian. Got assessed on it, but still, split them up.
You got to read that just about perfectly. And Julian almost got there in the air, and
Jeden has a serve here for the Fireballs. Tied in, I believe, ready to go.
He's been changing that tie frequently.
I believe that's a relatively new cesta.
Okay, that could be. That is an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. I was going to say, something must be a little different.
So basically, all that means is that
yeah.
it's a new glove, so it hasn't worn into.
It's kind of like a baseball, maybe a little stiffer.
Exactly.
Then, you got to break it in a little bit. I see. Yeah. Forehand powered inside. Ron, just missed it off the side wall. That brings the Warriors to 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point.
Ron had that in his cesta, was not able to maintain control.
Ron with the backhand. Here's Julian now from the 12 line. Puts it up. Jeden goes up, makes the catch. From the 7 line, he drops it inside. Julian waits on it. Comes over the top, going to be a tough catch. Ron, great control there, deep in the backcourt. Puts it back inside. Julian, long carom. It's in. Jed makes the stop. Jeden whips it just above the pad. Julian picks it up before the second bounce. Catch by Ron off the sidewall. He's looking to pass, and he does. Julian out of the way. Correa lays up the rebote. Gets it into the backcourt. Ron from the costado. 2-wall. 2 score.
My, oh, my.
It is 5-5. Possible match point here for Correa and Julian. This is set point for Jeden and Ron.
It's a beautiful costado 2-all by Ron. The first one we've seen today executed that opens up this wide. See Correa. Thought it was going to come to him.
Well, and Ron's 2-wall's got a different type of spin.
Yeah.
It really opens up more, and Correa saw that a couple years ago, but he hasn't seen it in a while. That one seemingly just fooled him based on where it hit off the floor and how far it opened up. 5-5. Chance for the Fireballs to stay in the match. Ron makes the catch there at the 11. Backhand inside, caught off the sidewall. Here's Julian, who it's just above the pad. Ron makes the catch. He goes deep. Correa lining up that rebote. He plays it to the inside. Ron waits on it, makes the catch. Costado high to the inside this time. Julian takes off. He gets out there to make the save. Ron up at the 9 line. There's the backhand. Dropping it into the corner. Julian tough rebote. He just does lay it up. Ron moves up. He's all the way at the 7. Drop shot is in the pad. Point, set, and match. The Warriors escape with a win in straight sets. 6-5, 6-5. You live and die by the sword, Stu. Got him back in that match, but then in the end, dropped it in the pad, and the Warriors get their first win of the season, 6-5, 6-5, courtesy of Correa and Julian. All tied up here at the game day now, 1 win per team. And Battle Court rules now, got to win 4 matches to win the game day. 3 matches, you tie the game day. You win fewer than 3, that's a loss. Warriors tie it up 1-1 through our first 2 matches. Take a look at that game day score now, reflecting 1 win by each team. And again, Correa and Julian coming together on this Warriors team for the first time. And, Julian's played his career in the 3rd division. Correa's played most of his career in Division 5. And now you have them in Divisions 4 and 6, respectively. So put those 2 together in Division 5, and you expect, at least the Warriors do, that that's going to be one of their better teams this season.
Absolutely.
So far, so good. 1 win. We see some practice going on now.
This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Of Urrutia in singles. You see him out there in the white shirt for the Fireballs. He's ready to take on Alex. Seems like we have Correa and Julian ready to go here in the DraftKings Players Cage after their win. First win for the Warriors this season. There they are, Correa and Julian. You guys were paired up together in Division 5 this season. What are the expectations for you two?
Well, as long as we stick on the same page and we play hard and just play it the way we play, we should be good.
And Julian, getting late into that 3rd set, what are you guys talking about, and how were you able to just close that match out when it got tight there in the end?
The same as always, right? Give your best, fight until the end, and it worked.
We watched Rush Hour last night, and it helped.
Awesome, guys. Well, great performance, and hey, keep doing what you have to do. Great win to start off the year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving on over to our first singles match of the year.
Rush hour.
Alex against Urrutia.
You know, it's,
So we'll get back to that. You know, we got the
you'll
debut of
explain that to me,
Urrutia
right?
here, Stu.
Yes, we do.
In singles, and again now, all battle court matches are worth the same. You know, so you don't have to worry about those half points anymore. You got to win 4 matches to win the game day. This counts equal to those doubles. Alex and Urrutia going at it. Should be a fun one here in our first singles of the year. Alex will have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our next match. This will be a singles match. Serving will be Alex for the Warriors, and making his battle court debut for the Fireballs is Urrutia.
And although this is a Division II match, technically, I mean, these are two players
It's
that
pretty
have,
good, yeah.
are Division I caliber
Two
players
explosive players, so
here. I was just going to use that word, Stu. Should be an explosive match. See what happens.
there's a backhand by Urrutia. Robote forehand by Alex. Urrutia from the 8 line. Backhand. This one taken on the forehand of Alex. Sends this deep. Excellent Robote save at the sidewall. Alex on the scoop has a tip ball on the left side. First point of this match goes to Urrutia of the Fireballs. He serves.
And Alex already struggling on the catch in that first match, so curious to see how he took that time and see how he was able to come out here in his second match, and this time on the left side, can't come away with it. Right side giving him trouble in that first match, but see if he can lock back in here.
Good hard serve. Here's a backhand by Alex. Urrutia is there. Urrutia, costado to wall, lands in, stopped by Alex. Alex's carom
Wow,
lands
that's a good one.
in and scores. 1-1, Alex serves.
And Urrutia threw that quickly, got that off. Alex still, we talked about his range in the first match, one of the quickest guys on this roster, just did track it down, and a beautiful carom to score.
There's a backhand by Urrutia. Alex, forehand, drop shot. That
Ooh,
scores.
got it.
2 points for Alex of the Warriors. Alex has a serve.
You see that lower pad coming into play here, especially on those drop shots. Cortada, we're probably going to see a couple more of those this season too. Low
Mostly in
hard
doubles,
to
yeah.
the inside, more in doubles, but see a couple more of those scoring with that low pad.
Here's a backhand by Urrutia, powerfully thrown, dropping low on the back wall. Bote to the outside, lands out of play. 2-2, Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
Alex trying to turn that into something straight to the outside off the rebote. He had a little bit of space there. Urrutia was moving up, trying to cut one off, but just pushed it wide of the boundary.
Ball tipped off the serve. That is an ace. 3 points for Urrutia. He serves.
Really firing that serve in there here. Just his first opportunity.
Well, and having made the adjustment to the court again, he just got here last week, so he's had about, I'd say about 4 days of practice. Excellent catch by Alex. Here's a backhand. Urrutia is there, winding up. Costado to the inside. Scoop beautifully by Alex. Rebote forehand save. Lands out of play. 3-3. Alex serves for the Warriors.
Yeah, so tough to make that rebote save when you're crunched up along the side wall. The only way for that ball to go is towards the outside and just barely wide.
Here's Urrutia from the forehand, low and hard to the inside. Alex is there. Scoop attempt missed. A rebote not there. 4 points for Alex of the Warriors. He serves. Reminder: the scoring here in Battle Court: first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Here's a backhand. Into the corner. Alex is there. Urrutia midcourt winds up. Powerful forehand. Scooped up by Alex. Backhand from the 10. Urrutia back hard to the inside. Alex is there. Scoop attempt missed. Rebote not there. 5 points and a possible set for Alex of the Warriors. He serves.
Urrutia testing the limits of his athletic ability right there early on, trying to go around Alex and cut it off in the air. That would have been just an incredible catch, but too much power there from Alex. Beat him to the inside, getting a 5th point.
There's a backhand by Urrutia. Clears the overhead screen. Rebote for Alex. To the inside it goes. Urrutia is there. Backhand. Rebote 2-all. Urrutia makes the catch. That scores on the return. 4 points for Urrutia of the Fireballs. He serves, still possible set point for Alex.
Already figuring out that high 3-wall play is going to be his friend. If you have a powerful right side, you get it to hit the front wall, the side wall, then hit off the back wall. It's really going to open up well out of reach of Alex. You see here, and that ball is almost in the net when it takes that first bounce.
It's a powerful serve by Urrutia. There's the backhand. Rotate left side to the inside. Alex with a tip ball. 5-5 here in our first set. Urrutia has the serve for the Fireballs. Set point.
And just as Lalu was doing in the first match, Urrutia is placing the ball perfectly. That's right along the side wall. Nothing overwhelming, nothing flashy, just good, solid highlight to get him back in this set and a chance to win it.
Alex on the catch. Here's the backhand. Urrutia, backhand from the 10 line. Backhand from the 9. Alex has it on the forehand. Winds up. Placement to the inside. Urrutia goes to the floor. That hits the overhead screen. Point and a hard-fought first set for Alex of the Warriors. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set.
Alex able to get that decisive 11th point and the set. Comes away with the first one here, but a good battle through that first set. Urrutia, I mean, showing you some stuff, Stu, and all signs point to,
Well, that's his first, I mean, this is his first match, his first set of his first match on the court. A couple days of play. We did see him in World Super Court in August. Same thing with Lalu. Here we are on the Fireballs half. Lalu giving some feedback to Urrutia, as well as Aratz. And even though we know Aratz, of course, is the brother of Gosheri and has played some championships along with his brother, they have Urrutia and Aratz have experience playing together back home.
I heard, when did they play? Did you know what?
It had to be before Aratz started playing here.
Are we, it's like 10 or 15 years, well,
I would
10 years at least.
I'd be taking a guess, but Aratz has been here since 2020 or 2021?
2021,
I believe.
Would have been the winter, yeah.
Yeah, I believe 21. Yeah, so sometime before then. Once again, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing our third of 6 scheduled matches on this game day. Opening day here for Winnow. Maybe if I said that slowly.
Hey, opening day for us too, Stu. You saw how I started that first match, so
Yeah, but I'm trying to say the word winner. I mean, there's a difference.
I called Correa Cabrera, and I couldn't say Julian's name, so it's all right.
It's the first day of winter 2026.
Right? Second set, just about ready to begin. Both players out there, and they're ready to go. Clock is just winding down.
Ready to begin our second set. Urrutia has the serve for the Fireballs. Powerful first serve, caught by Alex. Alex low and hard. This is caught by Urrutia. Rotate forehand. There's a catch by Urrutia. Backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Rotate forehand. Rotate to the outside. That will land in and score. First point for Urrutia of the Fireballs. He has a serve. Looked like
perfect placement here.
Yeah, it looked like Alex had a play on it and was
escaped a little bit maybe.
That did kick.
Turns into an outside placement just inside the boundary, and that's perfect. What a
Excellent serve
too.
by Urrutia will score. That's 2 points for Urrutia of the Fireballs. He serves.
The low pad certainly helps, and we'll see what Gosheri and Zuleika and Jairo do, but it's one of the quicker serves on this roster already, and the first time we're seeing it. Hard, well-placed too, crossing right at the 11 line, and Alex is backed up almost to the glass there as he's trying to make that catch.
Again, I mean, we have 2 of the most explosive players in all of Jai-Alai right on the court right now. Excellent catch by Alex off a fine serve by Urrutia. That ball struck the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Urrutia. He serves.
Just a matter of control there. Alex made a tough catch right along the side wall and sent the backhand up a little bit higher than he wanted. More times than not, it's just a matter of control and didn't have fully in his basket.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Double fault. Point for Alex of the Warriors. Alex will now take over the serve with the point.
And one for Lalu, too. A completely different court, different front wall, different ball, different side wall. Everything is different here about this court compared to what they're used to.
Beautiful catch by Urrutia off an excellent serve by Alex. Rebote forehand by Alex. Scoop attempt missed at the 10 line. That's 2 points for Alex of the Warriors. He has a serve.
And you just don't want to give Alex any glimmer of hope there, and got it with the over serve. Parlays that into a second point, and now a chance to tie it up here with a good hard serve.
Low hard backhand by Urrutia, caught by Alex. Alex, powerful backhand. Rebote, left side by Urrutia to the inside at the wall. Alex will let it pass, saves the rebote. Pote Corredo on the left side. 2-all opens and scores. Well executed by Urrutia. He has 4 points and the serve.
Well, that one opening up a little bit wider than the first one we saw. He also threw this one a little bit lower, too. Give Alex a little bit less time to react, dropping in and scoring easily there.
Here's the backhand by Alex, right to the corner. Rebote forehand to the outside. That lands out. 3 points for Alex of the Warriors. He serves.
Well, got the first point on the same type of throw. That one just a little bit wide of the boundary line. Picking up the pace, too.
Urrutia on the backhand. Alex lets it pass, looks for the rebote. Rebote to pass. Rebote left side by Urrutia. Alex has that on the forehand. Scoop attempt is missed. Rebote not there. 4-4 is the score. Alex serves for the Warriors. Here's a backhand by Urrutia. Rebote forehand by Alex. Urrutia reaches to make the catch. Back to the inside he goes. Alex looking for Rebote, dropping. Makes a save. Catch on the forehand of Urrutia. Carom by Urrutia, read by Alex, stopped by Alex. That ball will score coming off the side wall. Beautifully executed by Alex. He has 5 points. Possible set, possible match point here for Alex of the Warriors. He serves.
And I think for a new player coming over to this court, the carom is the hardest shot to throw. In traditional Jai-Alai, when that ball hits the wall, it actually opens up away from the player. That would be closer to the net. Here at Magic City, the ball doesn't open up quite that way, so you got to throw it a little bit harder than you want, putting the boundary line at risk, and overall, just a tough shot to make.
Nice backhand. What a scoop by Alex. Backhand 2-all. Read by Urrutia, tipped by Urrutia to the outside. Point and set and match for Alex, taking it in straight sets. 6-5, 6-4 for the Warriors.
After suffering the first loss in the opening match, Alex comes right back here in singles. And he starts off with an impressive win over Urrutia. 6-5, 6-4 in straight sets.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Game day score, you see now 2 wins for the Warriors, 1 win for the Fireballs. And for those just joining us a little bit later on here in today's broadcast, points for the season standings will be aside for the game day results. So given if the team wins, loses, or draws the game day, that will be the number of points that they will get. 1 point if you win the game day, half a point if you tie, 0 if you lose. But winner in that match, we saw Alex. Second division singles now for the Warriors this year. Alex, now in your second season here at Magic City, how much more comfortable do you feel now, and what are the expectations for this season for you?
To be honest, I feel as bad as comfortable as the last season, but now I'm in the second division, so the singles they would be easier to win. I'm happy that I'm in the same team as my brother, so I hope we win.
All right, Alex, well, great start there in singles, and good luck the rest of the season. Congratulations. All right, moving on over to our next match. We'll see Douglas and Julian up against Lalu and Arat in this second division doubles match. And look at the rankings here of these two players. Douglas, #1 player. Julian, #4 player for the Warriors. Arat's drafted in the first round for the Fireballs. He's the #1. Lalu, the #3 ranked player. Their first doubles match together. Seen Douglas and Julian playing together in some previous seasons. Lalu and Arat, so first time. See if that experience plays a factor. We're ready to begin our next match. Douglas serves, we begin. Catch here by Arat from the 11 line, puts it inside. Here's Julian. Tough play by Arat along the sidewall, floats up the backhand. Julian is there. Lalu up at the 9, backhand, floated up. Julian takes it in, back behind him. Julian now on the right side. Picked up on the bounce. Here's Arat.
Arat has not missed a beat.
Catch by Lalu off the sidewall. Floats up the backhand. Caught by Julian. Julian on the right side. High off the front wall. Arat takes off and makes the catch. Here's Douglas. Powerful backhand from the 7 line. Arat cheats into the corner, makes the play. Catch there by Douglas, back behind him at the 10 line, looking to pass. Arat backed up to the glass, makes the play. Here's Douglas. Arat sleeping grab, backhand, floated along the wall. Julian is there. Well, tough play by Lalu. Rips it off the numbers, the backhand tipped. Lalu and Arat get the first point.
Catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw, until someone misses. With this group, that's rare. Arat came back from the break a little later than some of the other players, just arrived yesterday. Already playing great.
Julian handles the serve, comes down a little bit lower. Lalu is there to cut it off. Backhand fired into the corner. Tough catch along the wall.
Lalu's really got a bullet backhand, huh?
And well placed, too.
Yeah.
Lalu now from the costado, fires it up the middle. Julian waits on it, makes the catch on the right side. Low and hard, back inside. There's Arat. Here's a catch by Arat up at the 9 line. Powerful throw, stopped by Julian. Julian out from the 12. Lalu with a play, he cuts it off again. Hard backhand, what a bullet coming into the corner.
Catch.
Julian handles it again. Tough catch again as that crossed late. There's the backhand, floated up. Lalou has a play on it. Oh, Julin up the wall, comes down with the ball, floats it up, back to Lalou. Arats advancing on it, calls him off, backhand from the 10. It's out of reach, Douglas backpedals into position, fires it up at the 6, gets it to Arats there in the backcourt. Douglas pulls it off the sidewall, trying to pass. Arats steps back into the corner. Julin long court, Tada scores. 1-1, we're tied up.
Excellent shot there. It sounded like Arats called Lalou off, but Lalou was already going for the ball. Arats, the more familiar of the two players here. Again, Lalou making his battle court debut today, along with Urrutia.
Julin from the 11 comes up the middle. Arats going to keep that on the left side. Julin backing up, he scoops it up. On the 12, back inside, there's Lalou. Lalou's low runner, picked off by Julin. Julin now on the left side, right back to him. No bullet, gonna be a tough rebote. Douglas just flicks it up, that's in play. Lalou waits on it. Backed up to the 7, he fires it inside, looking for the 3-wall. Julin cuts it off. Julin comes over the top. Ooh, Lalou out of the way, and Arats, what a tough catch up overhead. Douglas now for the 7. Trying to pass, and he does. Lalou, left side rebote, missed. 2-1 lead for Douglas and Julin.
Douglas does just fine, of course, on the rebote. See, Lalou was going for a scoop and then decided to bail on it completely. Arats at that back wall, fearless. Tremendous play by Lalou, by Arats there in the backcourt.
Arats comes out with that low runner. Julin into the corner, makes a great catch. Backhand fired inside, cut off by Lalou from the 9. Backhand, stopped by Julin. Arats a little bit deeper in the backcourt now. Julin moves up, makes the catch off the side wall. Back to Julin now, just beyond the 11 line, floats it up. Arats is there. Catch by Julin. Julin up at the 10. Backhand stays inside. Arats pulls it in. Backhand. Caught overhead. Julin back in the corner. Right back to Arats. Douglas takes it off the sidewall. Looking to pass, and he does. Lalou, left side rebote. He's got that one. Will kick off the sidewall. Julin on the hop. Makes the catch on the forehand. Oh.
My, oh my. That was a little low.
And
Trial
inside.
by fire.
Oh, what a catch there by Arats. Was it just above the pad? Douglas aggressive play. Picks it off inside placement. Oh, what a catch by Arats. Backhand 2-wall. Oh, Julin gets out to it. Julin fires it inside. Going to be a tough one. That's 2 bounces and a point for the Warriors.
So the communication between Douglas and Julin was perfect on that. Arats did call Lalou off as that ball was crossing the side wall, but it dropped just in front of him.
See this one. Perfectly placed.
Yeah.
Crossing, and then, yeah.
Lalou would have been stabbing at it, no question about it, but it was just it dropped a bit too far in front of Arats to make a play on it.
Arats from the outside. There's the backhand. Low runner. Stopped by Julin. What a play. Backed up to the glass. Comes out over the top. Arats now. Spectacular catch along the side wall. Goes over the top. 3-wall play. Arats saves the rebote. Douglas. Let it pass to the backcourt. Here's Julin. Fires it above his front quarter's head. Right back to Arats.
Douglas knows to duck.
It's a good duck. Wall to wall there by Julin. Excellent throw. Lalou backpedals. Fires it from the right side. Caught overhead. Forehand rebote. Back to the inside. Douglas has this one from the 9 line. Floats it up. Arats. A little kick off the sidewall. Comes down with the ball. Here's Julin now. Great catch. Hard throw. This one's passing. Lalou into position. Forehand rebote played over the top. Julin again on the right side. Arats alone for that rebote. Makes the save. Oh, Douglas reaching back behind him. Cortada just above the pad. That's a good one. It scores. 4-1 lead.
That's where we're talking about the advantage of the slightly lower pad going into this season.
Yeah.
These cortadas, they don't have to be thrown particularly hard to be absolutely lethal. That was perfectly executed by Douglas. Well done.
Ooh, that backhand
screen.
kicked up in the overhead screen and out of play. 5 points for Douglas and Julin. It's a possible set point for the Warriors.
Communication between Douglas and Julin has been absolutely spot on. Same for Lalu and Rotz. Communication's been there. Lalu's just got to develop familiarity with the court.
Yeah. Tough one coming out of the corner. Douglas left side of Bote. Lalu comes cross court to cut it off. Backhand just above the pad. Tough one right on the wall. Douglas gets in there with the left side. Hops up over Rotz. Here's the backhand. Fired into the corner. Julin makes the play. Tries a pass, and he does. Lalu alone for that. Rabote. Rabote left side. Played at the feet of Julin. He makes a catch. Lalu now from the left side. There's the backhand. Kicking up. Oh, and juggling. Juggling on the catch of Julin. That's a second point for the Fireballs. Still possible set point for Douglas and Julin of the Warriors.
First juggling bobbling call of the day when the ball comes into the cesta. It is going to come into the cesta and roll, but it can't do that.
Twice.
Yeah. You see, yeah. It loses contact with the inside of the cesta. That's what constitutes juggling.
Oh, hard serve. Well placed. What a catch by Julin. The backhand. That just caught the overhead screen. Beautiful serve. And it's a third point for the Fireballs.
That ball did just catch the overhead screen. Douglas telling Julin that he did have it. Julin's been playing really, really well so far this match.
There's a catch by Rotz back beyond the 13. Good play by Julin. Catch there by Julin, back there at the 12. Floats it along the wall. Oh, what a catch by Lalu. He passes. Coming out a long way. It's on the wall. Douglas makes a good save. Gets it all the way to the backcourt. Rotz now, right back to Douglas. Douglas at the 7, fires it inside. This comes shooting off the back wall. Who's there? Oh, Julin comes flying into the corner, up the wall, comes down with it. Here's Lalu. Calls for Douglas to take the rebote. He gets in there. Lays it up. Arantz waits on it. Back at the 12. Low runner to the inside. Douglas makes another catch. Floats the backhand up. Arantz gets there. Little clip takes Julin to the outside. Comes right up the middle. Here's Arantz. Catch by Douglas. Douglas from the 8. Trying to get it past Arantz. That clears, passes. Here's the rebote. Oh, what a pickup by Julin overhead. Great control back to the inside. Arantz now. Backhand 2-wall is in. And it'll score. 4 points for Lalu and Arantz.
What a time to throw it. I'll tell you, Douglas has looked more comfortable today in these catches and throws than I've seen in a long time. Julin's making some spectacular plays here in the backcourt. Look at this catch by Arantz, and he snaps backhand 2-wall from the 13 line. The further you are, the deeper you are on the court when you throw that, the more difficult it is to get it to land in and score. Great play by Arantz.
Oh, serve in and out of the basket. The Fireballs have brought it all the way to 5-5. This is set point.
I'll tell you, Lalu has sneaky power on both sides, though. We've been seeing it on the reverse, on the backhand, but that forehand too.
Right side's got a lot of pop. Julin handles that serve, backhand inside. Here's Lalu from the 8. Low runner, comes shooting out. Going to be a tough rebote. Douglas makes a save. Clears the overhead screen back to Arantz. Backhand inside. Julin now on the forehand. Back over the top. Lalu's there to cut it off. Great read. Hard backhand. Julin again. Ran inside, drops between the fireballs. Great communication. Arat saves that rebote. It's kicking up. Julin now along the sidewall. Outside placement is in and scoring. Point and set. Douglas and Julin close it out 6-5. 2 minutes will come back and play set number 2.
Tremendous, tremendous set played by both teams. Douglas and Julin in control throughout the majority of that set. And Lalu and Aratz with quite the comeback there.
I mean, Julin from the backcourt going for that outside placement.
Hey.
Look, close to the boundary line, but that's a gutsy shot. He executed it perfectly.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players coming back here to take their breaks in between sets and to prepare for matches. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. What a catch here by Aratz.
Some tremendous highlights here, and a
Again,
little bit of a slow start for the Fireballs, but boy.
Yeah, no, they definitely picked it up, but again, Aratz, solid like we're used to seeing. That backhand 2-0 landing just in. Brock there, of course, for the hug if he needs it. Another great catch here, beautifully played by Julin.
Yeah,
here's this outside placement.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
It's close to the boundary line.
Beautiful.
In that outside placement, you kind of see a little bit how it's opening up away from Aratz once it hits the floor.
It's not just moving to the outside of the court, it's angling out, which means that once it hits the floor, continue to go out. There you have the brothers Goitiandia.
Yeah, we did. I mean, Alex mentioned that after his match with Julin there, the brothers back together. Inaki, the third brother there. Inaki moving to a new team this year. He'll be second division player for the Cyclones, so we'll see him tomorrow.
Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. First set won by a point there by Douglas and Julin of the Warriors. We're about 10 seconds away from the beginning of our second set.
Remember, points for this season will be tied to the full game day result, not each individual match. So after all 6 matches are played, it's 1 point if you win the game day, half a point for each team if you tie the game day, and then, of course, 0 points if you lose. That's the scoring. Ready to go. Match number 4, second set. Warriors won the first one. Lalu and Aratz have the serve to begin set 2. There's the serve. Our second set is underway. Julin fires the forehand inside to open it up. Aratz has to save the rebote. Douglas attacking from the costado. 2-wall. Oh, not enough. Lalu gets there. Lalu, the carambola will score. Good start for the Fireballs. They jump out ahead first.
Look, that was a great shot by Douglas, no question about it. Lalu read it, but the carambola coming back again with this pad that has been just lowered ever so slightly for this season. Again, the same for all players. Look at this. Right off the side wall, right in between the players. Beautifully executed by Lalu of the Fireballs.
Oh, that's a well-placed serve. The ace makes it 2-0.
It was a hard serve. Julin's been catching those without too much difficulty. But again, he was moving to the outside. You want to be settled when you're going to make that catch.
There's a catch here by Julin on the right side. Comes out over the top. Aratz gets in there to make the save. Douglas attacking. On the 4-line, rips it inside. That'll score.
Beautiful throw by Douglas.
Hard throw gets the Warriors on the board. Their first point is set 2.
I see Aratz has a tendency of scooping those. But just missed that one.
Hard backhand. Julin pulls it right off the side wall. Put it back to Aratz. He makes the catch. Julin just does step out of the way. Douglas left side rebote to the inside. Picked up. Here's Aratz from the forehand. Douglas gets back in there to cut it off. Aratz back beyond a 13. Floats it up. Julin just does get up there. Well, now just beyond the 11, floats this up a little higher. Arant's leaping crab, not going to let that ball come out. That's now at the 13. Catch by Julian now, takes it over the top on the right side. While looking to cut it off, he gets there. Julian leaping grab again, forehand to the inside. Arant's great read. Backhand to the outside.
Well thrown.
Lands in. Douglas knows where to be. Plays it back inside. There's Arantz with a nice catch. Walu on the back end, saves the rebote. Back to Julian from the right side. Played to the inside with a softer touch. Arantz forced to go out there. He makes the save. 2-wall. Cut off by Douglas. Douglas, high 3-wall play. It lands in. And Arantz saves the rebote as a 2-wall. Oh, and it was juggled. The call by the official. Sorry, that was bad. Juggling the call. That is a 3rd point for Lalu and Arantz. Yeah, you could definitely see there. Clear juggle by Douglas. Good call by the official. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up.
Difficult to maintain control of that ball when you're moving up on it to the outside.
Rebote left side. It's a 2-wall. Cut off here by Douglas. Douglas fires it inside. That'll score. 2 points for the Warriors.
Douglas played that so well. Saw Arantz not entirely settled. Fired the Costado inside. Got Arantz backpedaling. Well done by Douglas.
Here's Arantz from the left side. Here's Arantz. Catch by Julian along the sidewall, trying to pass. Oh, Arantz
What
with
a
a
catch.
leaping grab back beyond the 13. Rebote left side, Lalu tracks it down. That was a high off the front wall, right to Julian. That's a long 2-wall. Out past Lalu, he stops it on the outside. Powerful
Tough one.
throw.
Ooh,
Oh, what
catch.
a read by Julian. Great control. Fires it back inside. Arantz now, perfect position. This one's coming out. Douglas tracks down the rebote. Puts it over the top. Arantz leaping grab back beyond the 12. Oh, Julian, good control. Gets it off in time. Lalu picks it up off the floor. Powerful throw. Rifled into the corner. Douglas gets back in there to make the save. Here's a catch by Douglas again. What a big backhand. Comes shooting off the back wall all the way up to the 5 line. There's Lalu. Back to Julian from the 11. Fires it up the middle. Arantz switches it up. Outside placement. Outside enough. Douglas long Cortada. Oh, what positioning by Arantz. He makes the catch. To the inside. Cut off there by Arantz. Softer touch. Julian's got to scoop it. He does. What a catch. Lalu outside placement, not outside
Not
enough.
against
Right
Douglas.
to Douglas. Douglas on the carom, it's in. Lalu gets there on the outside. Carambola, stopped by Douglas. What control? Fires the forehand. Arantz in position, and he saves the rebote. Big bounce up the wall, and Julian comes down with the ball.
Beautiful catch.
Rebote's coming out. Everybody resets. Douglas plays it back inside, right to Arantz. Slows it down for the moment. Flicks the backhand up. Julian's got it again. Low runner. Arantz scoops it up back in the corner. Backhand just does clear the overhead screen. Douglas just above the pad. Oh, Arantz gets there before the second bounce. It's high off the back wall. Douglas on the rebote, puts it up the middle. Here's Arantz. Karam, not enough. Douglas, Costado, 2-wall. That'll score.
Well done.
3-3. Tied up.
I'm talking to Douglas about using the Costado more every year. I'll tell you, when he does throw it, he throws it with a high degree of certainty. It's just well executed. Kalalu going the other way, or at least thinking about going the other way. All tied up at 3-3 here in our second set.
Ooh, ball missed in the service box. That's 4 points. Douglas and Julin take the lead.
Don't know if, is that the first serve we've seen Lalu go for?
I think it was.
I think that's the first one we've seen him go for.
Arat's got that one, backhand. Tough play by Julin, right off the sidewall. Floats up another one, here's Arat's. Catch back beyond the 11. Oh, ball missed in the corner. Well placed by the Warriors. That's 5 points. Possible set. Possible match point for Douglas and Julin.
Right on the wall. I'll tell you, Arat's has made multiple catches right there. Just not able to get that one in the basket.
Arat's gets up to that serve. Backhand from the 11, looking to pass. Douglas waiting on that rebote. Fires it inside. Arat's tough one of his own. He makes the save. Douglas leaping grab from the forehand. He fires it inside, back in the corner. Arat's has got it again. Right to Douglas, though, from the costado. 2-wall, scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Douglas and Julin take it in straight sets, 6-5, 6-3. And the third win here on the game day now for the Warriors, so that secures at least a tie of the game day now for the Warriors. Going into our final two matches, we have Bradley against Cabrera in singles, then Douglas and Manny against Urrutia and Arat's. That's Division I doubles to close out the day. Douglas making his way off the court, again securing the third win for the Warriors. With this new format here with the scoring, 3 matches, as we said, Stu, that secures at least a tie. So if the Warriors win one of these next 2 matches, they'll get a full point on this game day. And if we're tied at 3-3, each team will get half a point. And you see that beautiful 2-wall there opening up wide for the win. Douglas and Julin close it out. Straight set, 6-5, 6-3.
And if that audience looks familiar, you may see them playing just to the north of us during this season. There's the game day score.
Yes, reflecting those 3 wins now. Pressure's on for Cabrera, one of the better players in Division 5 singles last season, as they look to take on Bradley. Bradley finished up at 2-3 last season in Division 5 singles. That one match against Cabrera went the way of Cabrera. You'll see, certainly maybe the best opportunity for the Fireballs to get a point here. And have everything on the line going into that final match. We'll hear from the winning team here, Douglas and Julin. Looks like they're over there in the DraftKings players cage, ready to go. We'll hear from that winning team. Here they are, winners Douglas and Julin, playing together this season once again. How much does that experience help you guys coming out in that first match?
Yeah, when we played together the first season, we had a little bit of a rough go. We definitely turned it around at the end of the season and definitely in the playoffs. And I think just what we learned throughout that season, we took into this match, and I think we played really well. You know, for the first match of the season, I think we stayed calm. We tried to stay mistake-free, and hopefully we can carry that momentum to the next few matches.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, playing against Lalu for the first time out there in doubles, what was most surprising, and what did you have to adjust to in that match?
Me or Doogie?
Well, whichever one, you know. If you think you had a good answer,
I don't know. I've never played against him, so it was the first time I was playing against him.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how he's going to be. It was going to be his serve.
Sure.
And I think he has a good serve. When he throws, I don't know, the ball does a different effect every time he throws. Sometimes it stays in, sometimes it opens more. So for me, it was that, to adjust to his serve.
Well, you did just that and got the win. Congratulations, Douglas and Julin, both. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, moving on over to 5th division of singles here. Cabrera up against Bradley. See that graphic up there? Bradley coming over to the Warriors here this season. He's played on this team before. And Cabrera frozen to the Fireballs, one of their better players last season. It's match number 5. Bradley's got the serve.
Here's the serve. First set's begun. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Bragley midcourt. Bragley from the forehand to pass. Rotate left side. Soft 2-all. Bragley on the run. Will not make the catch. First point for Cabrera of the Fireballs. He has a serve.
And we're very aware of what Cabrera is capable of doing with the catching. I mean, one of the best players in this division. I mean, he is the best statistically in terms of catch rate. The shots are the thing that he's been developing. Last season, we saw him throw many more, and that led to success here in singles, finishing up with a record of 3-2, but still better than the year before.
Here's the backhand. That took off, hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Cabrera of the Fireballs. He has the serve.
Again, both of these players play in doubles in the backcourt. The key for both is to pass. If you're able to pass consistently, force your opponent to play some of these rebotes, you're not going to be worried too much about the shot making off the rebote. It's more of a defensive play at this level. Bradley's able to do it. He's got the requisite power. Could really turn the match around in his favor.
Outside placement scores. Well thrown by Bragley. He's on the board with a point for the Warriors. He takes over the serve.
Beautiful outside placement there by Bradley.
Yeah, it was really well thrown.
I mean, from the right side, that's his weapon. We saw the carom a little bit earlier in doubles, and this one just straight outside.
Yeah, I mean, Cabrera's flat-footed there at the 10 line.
If he's making a move towards it on the outside, still no chance to get out to it. Well thrown and opening up away from him.
It's a low, hard serve. A will score on the ace for Bragley. We're tied up at 2-2. Bragley serves for the Warriors.
Yeah, the key there, I mean, crossing that side wall came off at a pretty sharp angle and kind of ate Cabrera up, ultimately falling out of the basket for Bradley's second point.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
I expect Bradley to be one of the players that takes full advantage of this lower pad in singles. I mean, how fast he throws the ball, how low that serve is. It could be a real weapon for him.
There's backhand 2-all. Bragley, great read, good catch. Bad forehand, though. Escapes to the outside, hits the pad, that's out of play. 3 points for Cabrera of the Fireballs. He serves.
Yeah, that one just escaped there from Bradley. I mean, he had the entire front wall, and to miss it that much, after making a tough catch, I'm sure he didn't have full control in the basket.
Ball in and out of the cesta for Bragley. Cabrera has 4 points, and the serve for the Fireballs.
Again, a little softer touch on that serve, a little bit more difficult to manage it as it crosses the side wall, dropping slowly, opposed to when it's coming in quicker, a little bit easier to handle that way.
Excellent serve, stays to the side wall and scores. That's 5 points for Cabrera. Possible set point.
Just perfectly placed, kind of floating deep into the backcourt there, crossing right around the 12 line. If you can get it there every time, you're going to have success. Don't care what division you're playing.
Bragley moves up to make the catch. Hard forehand. Scoop by Cabrera. He goes deep. Robote coming in low. Bragley makes the save on the forehand. Here's Cabrera taking it on the bounce from the 7 line. 2 pass. Bragley for the Robote. Has a miss. Point and set for Cabrera. He takes the first set 6-2. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our second set. So Cabrera very much in control there of that first set.
I mean, with his catching, if his serve is working, you know, it's a tough guy to beat here in this division. See there, 6-2 in set number 1. 2 or 3 aces, great catching again, and Not many unforced errors coming from Cabrera here in singles play. That's really the key. See here on this Rebote, it's a 2-wall with a soft touch.
The soft touch is key there. You see Bragley had that been thrown a little bit harder, Bragley was right there.
As I say, you don't have to worry too much about shots off the Rebote, but if you're probably more weary if you're Bradley compared to Cabrera. I mean, Cabrera has shown that he can throw a couple more 2-walls, whereas Bradley's more right side dominant.
Bradley there getting feedback from Alex, who, again, standout story from last year, from last season and so far this season, even though we're just beginning today, is this team of Alex and Bradley. Again, we talk about Alex coming from the traditional highlight world, and Bradley began with us in 2018. Always showed promise from the very beginning. Form is different, but tremendous power on both sides.
As the former track star at the University of Miami, ran the hurdles. I heard you had to hurdle all of them. I thought you just had to get over one of them. And I thought maybe I could try.
You thought you
got to do that 12 to, okay.
You thought you were going to be.
You got to know your limitations, kids.
Did you have a towel around your neck when you were walking down there? I'm just trying to visualize that.
I didn't make it out to this. It was a miscommunication, we'll say. See if Bradley can get back in here in this second set. Look, and we say he's got enough power in singles that if he can get the ball past Cabrera consistently, he can certainly win this match.
No question
See
about it.
what he can do here in set number 2. Maybe get that serve going too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Bradley will have the serve for the Warriors. Here's the first serve. We begin. Backhand by Cabrera. That's a fine catch. Rotate forehand by Bradley. Cabrera, eyes on the ball, makes the catch. Outside placement.
Man.
Lands in and scores. Well done. First point of the second set for Cabrera of the Fireballs.
That outside placement, same effect as the 2-wall. You're trying to beat your opponent to the outside, but this one comes out a little bit quicker, and your opponent has to react just a little bit faster. Thrown straight to the outside. Still just out of reach of Bradley there. Well done to get first point of set 2. Take control of this match.
Bradley on the catch. Here's the backhand.
Again.
That took off, touched the overhead screen. 2 points for Cabrera of the Fireballs. He serves.
And even when Bradley's making the catch, there's been 2 times now that he just hasn't had full control and sent it up in the overhead screen. So, again, the serve giving him fits here in the back. Just credit to Cabrera.
Fault, under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Bradley advances on the ball, has the catch at the 7. Rebote left side, well played to the inside. Bradley gets back there on the forehand. Catch in the air by Cabrera. Cabrera's 2-wall with a light touch. That lands in and scores. Well done. 3 points for Cabrera of the Fireballs. He serves.
It's not thrown all too hard, but it's so effective. I mean, look at the way that this opens up. And also Bradley with the tendency to hang a little deeper in the backcourt. You give it a soft touch. That just forces him to run even further. But see, that's in the net before Bradley can get to it. Well done for a 3-0 lead. Oh,
that ball stays low and scores. That's an ace. 4 points for Cabrera. He has a serve.
Good serve, but certainly looked like it kind of skipped there in the service
And
box as
low.
opposed to taking the natural bounce. So tough break there for Bradley.
Bradley from the forehand at the 9 line. Low and hard to the inside. Cabrera's there. 2-all. That's out. Bradley will take a point here in the second set. He takes over the serve.
Maybe that's just the mistake that he needed to get back into it. Now he's got control of the serve and see if he can get a few quick ones.
Here's a backhand by Cabrera. Brackley's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote coming in low. Cabrera makes the save. There's a catch by Cabrera. 2-all.
Oh.
That is out. 2 points for Brackley of the Warriors. He serves.
And going back to it, push that one just a little wide. And
well, Brackley's hanging inside, so understand, you know, what he's looking at. I see what Cabrera is seeing there, but you got to execute on it. The unforced error, they will catch up to you. Here's a backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Robote forehand by Brackley. Well played. Catch by Cabrera. Cabrera, Coastie 2-all. Brackley stops this one. Drop shot. Cabrera on the run. Will not get there. 3 points for Brackley. Well thrown. He takes over the serve.
And you just see what getting control of the serve does for you mentally. I mean, Bradley seems a lot more focused, a lot more locked in, and just playing confident and smart highline now. That Tejada, I mean, perfect shot to throw on Cabrera, who likes to play in the back and likes to back up when he sees his opponent rear back and try to fire.
Low hard serve by Brackley is caught by Cabrera, but sent to the overhead screen. 4-4 is the score. Brackley retains the serve. He serves.
And just as we saw with Bradley sometimes, after making a tough catch, lost control, sent it up on the overhead screen. Same thing there for Cabrera. Tough serve, caught it low. The result a little bit higher.
Good catch. Tough to keep it in control. Excellent catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand. Brackley's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Powerfully thrown. Dropping on the back wall. Robote save. Hit the floor before the front wall. That's a loss of point. Brackley has 5 points and a possible set point.
5 straight points for Bradley. 3 of the 5 have come off unforced errors. I mean, 2 in the overhead screen and, well, 2 out of play and 1 up in the overhead screen. I mean, this has gotten away from Cabrera quickly. And
in the second set, Cabrera just not able to, I mean, that Robote, he had to reach way too far for it to get it up to the front wall.
And also got to credit Bradley. That was a good throw.
Oh,
threw it right into the Chula and didn't come out nearly as far as it normally does.
Excellent catch by Cabrera. To the inside it goes. What a scoop by Brackley. Cabrera's there. Backhand. Wall to wall. Robote for Brackley on the forehand. Well played. And scoring. Point and set for Brackley. We'll move on to a third and decisive set in just 2 minutes. So we have a split set situation. Brackley wins that second set for the Warriors, 6-4. Cabrera having won the first set for the Fireballs, 6-2. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. You were watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Opening day for winter 2025 Battle Court. We have some replays. See Cabrera going with that outside placement. Well done to score. Brackley just out of reach. That 2-all worked, but subsequent to that, 2-all started landing out. At least one of them for Cabrera. Here's Bragley. Excellent catch on the forehand. Drop shot. It's kind of high to the front wall, but Cabrera was pretty far back. Just about a foot out of reach in order to make that catch. Beautiful throw here by Bradley to the inside. Cabrera missing it off the scoop. Bradley doing an excellent job of bringing things back around. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Calm, cool, and collected as always. Bradley seated on the bench. Alex coming off of a singles victory earlier for the Warriors. Back in our, what was that? Our third match of the day. We are ready to begin our third and final set. First player to 6 points will win this match. Cabrera has a serve for the Fireballs.
Important match here for the Fireballs. Cabrera needs to win to keep their chances of tying the game day alive. If Bradley wins this one, the Warriors have secured the win already. We got one match left still after this one.
Here's the serve. Our third set has begun. Catch by Cabrera midcourt. 2-all.
Oh, man.
Lands in a well 2 score. Costello 2-all scoring for Cabrera. He serves.
That was the best one he's thrown. That opened up really wide. Scored perfectly. I mean, you love the confidence and the commitment to the 2-all. The space is there, Stu. It's just a matter of execution. And Cabrera has the confidence that he can do it. So, hey, the space is there. You got to take what the defense is giving you.
Here's a backhand by Bragley. Cabrera, that rebote is low. He makes the save. Bragley from the forehand.
Oh, he took off. Great read
Cabrera,
by Cabrera.
Good read. Drop shot. Bragley takes off. He wants this on the forehand. He's got it. Straight to the inside where it will score on the second bounce. Well done by both players. All tied up 1-1. Bragley serves for the Warriors.
Just got to know your personnel and know who you're playing against. And if you're throwing the drop shot
on Bragley, yeah, there's a couple
not
guys
the guy
there
to do it on. And especially, with the way that he's catching it, Bradley makes a tough catch deep in the backcourt. You're not necessarily worried about the return. If he gets it up here on his right side at the 4 line, you should be very worried.
So should the judges
and everybody.
Yes,
and good thing there's glass back here.
Yes, he's
Smart
got all the power in the world. Excellent serve by Bragley. Catch and return. This ball is tipped on the jump by Bragley. Cabrera has 2 points and the serve for the Fireballs. I mean, when you think about the reach and the fact that he was jumping, I mean,
look,
that ball's coming out to the rebote.
The negative, he didn't get the ball. The positive is he's got about a 40-inch vertical. Yeah. So that's, if you win some, you lose some. Yeah.
Bragley from the forehand. Here's Cabrera from the 9 line. Backhand 2-all with a light touch. Scoop by Bragley. Cortada by Bragley. Stopped by Cabrera. Low and hard to the inside. Bragley following it beautifully. That's a fantastic save. Well read by Bragley. 2-all with a light touch will score. That's a point for Cabrera. He has 3 points. Bragley with 1. Cabrera has a serve.
So the reaction was...
Well,
that ball
he
barely clipped the front wall, but I did see Bradley go down. That wasn't what I was reacting. I mean, you see here, great effort, but oops, better catch by Cabrera. I mean, right off the side wall. And then Bradley goes down here, and he has a history of some troubles with the knee. He's reaching right away, doesn't get up. But this 2-all barely hits the front wall, and he had all the space in the world, just enough to score.
There's the backhand by Bragley. Powerfully thrown. Rebote. Forehand to the inside. Here's Bragley. Cabrera from the 9 line. 2-all. Lands in and scores. Well executed by Cabrera. He has 4 points. And the serve for the Fireballs. He's working that 2-wall.
Yeah, it's been working for him all day. And again, the shot is there. You just have to throw a good one, and he's doing that in this third set. Especially now, Bradley might be a little compromised there. He was reaching for the knee. Even more inclined to throw the 2-wall now. And maybe don't have to throw it as perfectly as you did before.
Excellent catch by Bradley. Powerful backhand. Rebote, 2-all will score for Cabrera. He has 5 points. Possible set, possible match point.
You have to respect that he's committed to the game plan. He knew the 2-all was going to be there. Got away from him in the second set, but he wasn't deterred here in set number 3.
You see his focus here, and he's not throwing it particularly hard.
2-all just above the pad, and if Bradley's running around Cabrera,
from behind.
Once you round out that route, there's no way you're getting up to it in time.
Bradley from the forehand. Cabrera left side, right up the middle. Bradley's there, takes it on the bounce. Karam, stopped by Cabrera. Cabrera from the forehand. That passes. Bradley follows it well. Did not have the distance. Point set in a hard-fought match for Cabrera of the Fireballs, taking it in the third set, 6-1.
And Cabrera able to close out that match in 3 sets. 3 wins for the Warriors, 2 wins for the Fireballs. Going into our final match of the game day, if the Warriors win, they'll win the game day. If the Fireballs win, the game day will end in a tie. Again, different scoring format this year. 1 point for your team if you win the game day, half a point if your team's tie, and 0 points for a loss. We'll see what happens here in our final match in just 2 minutes. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Take a look here at that game day score now. 3 wins for the Warriors, 2 wins for the Fireballs. All coming out to this final match here. Top division doubles. We're going to see Douglas and Manny against Urrutia and Arat. Should be a fun one here, Stu, to close out the game day. We'll be hearing from Cabrera here in just a few moments, responsible for both wins today for the Fireballs, keeping his team alive as we head into this final match. Here is Cabrera for the Fireballs. Chris, great playing again in that match. We know that your catching is unparalleled in Division 5, but the shot making was really impressive today. Was that something that you really developed in the offseason, or what did we see there for you in singles?
Yeah, I started working on it ever since last season. Well, the season before last. If you notice, the last matches I played in Division 5 singles, I was throwing shots all the time. So, yeah, I don't want to be in long volleys with any of these guys because they'll just catch forever, and I will too. So, yeah, don't want to pass out there.
Awesome. Well, way to close it out there in the third set. Congratulations on 2 wins today.
Thank you. Go Fireballs.
All right, last match of the game day. A chance for Urrutia and Arat to play their team into a tie. A chance for Douglas and Manny for the Warriors to get a win. This is a team in Douglas and Manny we saw last year, actually in Division 2. They finished with a record of 5-5, but they played some very tough matches, some very close matches against this inexperienced Urrutia and Arat's team. This is interesting, Stu, to close out the game day. Douglas ready to serve. Again, our final match. There's the serve. We begin. Arat's on the backhand. Douglas comes flying in to make the catch. Here's Arat's now from the 11 line, back into the inside. Caught by Manning. Manning from the left side, backhand. Urrutia comes in there to make the catch. Arat pulls it right off the sidewall. There's the backhand. Douglas is there. Catch low by Arat from the 10 line. Right back to Douglas. And he steps out of the way. Douglas deep in the backcourt saves the rebote right to the forehand of Urrutia. He powers it inside. Tough rebote. Just did make the save. Drop shot. That'll score. 2 bounces and a first point for the Fireballs.
So, as you mentioned before, Douglas and Manny have a lot of experience playing together. Manny, the veteran of all of Battle Court, currently in his, I believe, just beginning his 24th year? 24th or 25th year professional highlight play. 24th.
Impressive.
Wow. Yeah.
Hard serve. Manny from the left side. Trying to pass with that backhand. Arat steps back. Controls it. Puts it inside. There's Manny. But it's tipped. 2 points for the Fireballs.
Urrutia getting a little more involved than we saw, well, in his first match. I mean, just really adjusting and figuring out the court.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Big backhand there. Arat steps out of the way. Urrutia alone for the rebote. Hooks it up the middle. Douglas on the left side. Fires it at the feet of Arat. What a scoop. Neither foot on the ground when he came away with it. Long cortada. Arat's called him off and made the catch. Backhand in the corner. Douglas comes back forward. He makes the save. Clears the overhead screen right to Arat's. Costado. Cut off by Douglas. Douglas. Drop shot to the inside. Look at Arat's. He's up there before the second bounce. Passes on the backhand right into the chula. Manny makes the save. Urrutia, great control from the left side. Nice backhand. Stopped, but then dropped.
Urrutia did a good job of following that ball to the backcourt.
Here's the rebote forehand. Play to the inside. Cut off by Douglas. Douglas, 2-wall. Too low. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 4 straight for Urrutia and Arat.
Good to see Douglas with that aggressive style of play. Again, going for the outside. Urrutia was moving out there. Just out of play.
And he keeps the backhand inside. Side rebote saved by Urrutia. Cut off right to Douglas at the 7 line. Rebote, a little clip. Manny makes the catch up overhead. Arm blade to the inside. Here's Arat's. Douglas, rebote high off the front wall. Urrutia makes a great stop. Backhand into the corner. Manny gets out there for the rebote, makes the save. Arat's now. Trapped under the bridge, makes a nice rebote save out of the reach of Douglas. Now Manny scrambling. And that caught the overhead screen. 5 straight points and a possible set point for Urrutia and Arat. There's the rebote coming out up at the 7 line. Right at the feet of Manny, makes a stop. Sidearm play, Arat's advancing. Great read, hard backhand. That's coming out. Shooting off the back wall, Douglas plays the rebote to the outside. Arat's gets there. Arat's forehand. With a big bounce, Manny controls it. Well, Arat's up the wall. He comes down with the ball. Right back to Manny there at the 13. From the left side, Urrutia now with a leaping grab. Rebote forehand coming up the middle. Oh, Aratz reaching, makes the play. The backhand,
Too
though,
much.
that got away. Kicking up in the overhead screen. That's out of play.
There'd be no shutout, but you want to avoid that unforced error. And again, Aratz made a fine catch to send that to the overhead screen. Just out of play.
Aratz with that backhand. Manny reaches in. Tough play. This one's kicking up. Out to the middle of the court. Aratz leaping grab. Douglas comes flying in, backed up to the 10, cuts it off, puts it on the
What a
wall.
catch.
Aratz, great grab. Oh, Douglas now, that's coming out a long way. Urrutia tracks it down the whole time, played to the inside. Big bounce, man, he's got it. Urrutia from the 8, backhand to the inside. Here's Manny. Catch by Aratz on the inside, backhand, dropping low. Manny reaches in,
Great grab.
cuts it off, backhand clears. Manny over the top. Picked up on the bounce. Here's Urrutia up in the front court. Low bullet. Stopped overhead. Manny's got it. Manny back inside. Aratz calls him off. Low runner. Douglas reaching in. Makes the catch. Douglas again. This time from the 8. Backhand. Cut off by Aratz.
Beautiful
Grab.
catch.
Aratz steps back, floats it up. Douglas from the costado. Little split placement. Aratz knows where to be, gets out there. Forehand inside. Looking across the sidewall. Manny not going to let him. Comes back over the top. Picked up. Here's Urrutia. Costado hard to the inside. Manny again on the forehand. Just lays it up. Back to Urrutia. Another costado. Right back at the feet of Manny. He's got it again. And a third one. Costado, this time it's a drop shot, and it scores for the set. Urrutia and Aratz win it 6-1, 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
My, oh my. He threw a drop shot in the earlier match, didn't he? In the earlier doubles match?
Well, two in that set, but both effective.
Definitely waited for the spot to open up, and it opened up. Again, court familiarity stands out beyond anything else here at Magic City. You really got to get used to the court. Douglas really playing just flawless in the front.
Yeah,
Manny with some solid catches in the back.
yeah, but look at that. I mean, the
Just
costado
change
there,
it.
the drop shot.
Second
so
bounce. Okay,
perfect.
just past the 4 line, but Douglas was outside. Yeah, throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's what was done there.
Again, one of the shots here with a lower pad that should be even more effective in this Winter 25 season from the costado, too. If you can throw it like that, get it to die by about the 3 line. I don't know if there's many guys that are going to be able to track those down.
It's very well done. The communication between Douglas and Manny's been very good. Communication between that we're familiar with. Manny's been with the program since 2018, since its inception. Of course, as our cesta maker, as well as originally as a judge. So he's been playing with Douglas since Douglas first began with the program in 2019. But the communication between Urrutia and Aratz is impressive.
We said they have some experience playing together, but given that Aratz has been here for the last 4 years or so, not much recent history between these two, but playing so well today. Couple of practice sessions for the two, and just 1 or 2 yesterday before today's matches, and these guys are firing on all cylinders, looking sharp, and this is just day 1.
Yes, first day of the season.
See what happens in set 2, though. Douglas and Manny, especially Douglas up there, got a knack for coming back. See if they can come back here in set 2 and force the 3rd one. He's got the serve. With that serve, we begin set number 2. Aratz, he makes the catch. Fires the backhand, caught by Manny. Manny up at the 11. Leaping
What a
grab
catch.
by Aratz there in the corner. Catch by Douglas from the 9 line. Look at a pass, and he does. Urrutia waiting on that rebote. High to the inside, big bounce. Manny comes away with it. Urrutia high and hard. Douglas comes all the way back. Left side rebote lays it up with a big bounce. Aratz controls it from the 9 line. Forehand inside. Manny gonna let it pass. Douglas lays the rebote. Forehand just does clear. Manny from the left side. There's the backhand. Pulled in by Aratz up at the 11. Wall to wall this time. Douglas steps out there. Up at the 6. Plays inside. Backing up. Aratz makes a great catch up overhead. Right into the corner now. Douglas has a play on the rebote. Urrutia comes cross court, but tipped it. First point goes to Douglas and Manny here in set 2.
Like you said before, Douglas has a knack for coming from behind.
Bote left side, dug out. Urrutia waits for it. Costado, inside placement. Manny not falling for it, makes the scoop. Manny reaches up on the right side. Forehand, got off by Urrutia. On the 9 line, there's a strong backhand. And he's got it again. Rots from the 12, backhand clears, right back to Manny. Then opens up to the outside, Aratz runs under it. Aratz on the forehand, played inside, cut off, here's Douglas. Douglas hits high off the back wall, Urrutia stays with it, fires it to Manny, Manny makes the stop. Aratz advancing on it, runs under it, backhand inside. Manny thought about it, lets it come out, 2-all return, not enough. Urrutia from the outside, gonna be a tough one. Manny could not scoop it. First point for the Fireballs to tie it up 1-1.
A hard throw, certainly within the ability for Manny to make that catch. That was just really well done. See that focus, follows it all the way into the cesta. And a lot of power coming from that right side of Urrutia.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. A little bit different than in singles now because you got someone standing in the opposing service box here on the second serve.
No question about it.
That's a good one. Here's Manny now from the 10. Hard backhand. Kicking high off the back wall. Rebote. Right on the right side of Urrutia. Dropping in the corner. Tough save. Oh, Douglas just flicked it up there. Urrutia from the Costado. Another drop shot. Douglas looking to get out there. He does. Douglas whips it outside. Oh, what a scoop by Urrutia. He fires it into the corner. Tough save for Manny. He's got that Rebote. Oh, it's tipped back in the corner. What an effort by the Warriors. They come away with the point, lead 2-1.
That is well played by all 4 players. Douglas in the front, Urrutia in the front, Manny with a great catch in the back. Aratz got back there. That's a rare miss for Aratz.
Good composure by Manny, too. Didn't go for the scoop, ran around it, played the Rebote, and turned out to be the right decision. 2-1 now in favor of the Warriors.
Wow. Hard 2-all off the serve, scores.
It's just kind of like pitching. You got to mix it up. Urrutia has established the drop shot, and Douglas now is expecting it. What does he do now? Puts it into the sidewall first, and he's not particularly close to it. Shows you the importance of variety with the shots, and all signs point to Urrutia having a wide variety so far.
You need the ability to throw them and know when to throw them. Very well done. Inside was wide open. Douglas took it.
That'll score for Douglas. That's 3 points now for the Warriors.
Yeah, Douglas read that perfectly. You saw Urrutia cut to the outside. And Aratz frequently moves up on the ball, but just kind of hit the brakes there at the 10 line.
Oh, pulled inside. Manny ducks. Douglas gets it back in there to make the save. Good pickup by Urrutia in the front court. Hand bullet. Stopped by Manny. Manny plays it inside right to Aratz. Aratz on the backhand.
Tough one.
And he steps away. Douglas left side of Bote. Aratz Arats on the hop, comes away with it. Now on the right side. Douglas reaching, and that's tipped. 3-3. Fireballs tie it back up.
So Manny didn't call Douglas off. Douglas reaching in. I mean, he's more than capable of making that catch. Just didn't seem fully committed.
In fairness, it looked like it knuckled away from him a little bit, but still did kind of just stab at it a little bit. Robote left side, played by Urrutia, back inside. Here's Manny. Manny over the top. No play for Urrutia. Rotz has got it on the bounce. Sidearm play, going to be a tough Robote. Douglas from the outside, play to the inside. Arats gets to it. Trying to pass. And he steps away. Douglas, Robote played inside. Right to Arats again. Great read. Nice backhand. It's a low runner on the wall. Cut off by Manny.
Oh,
Arats reaches in the corner, comes away with it. Takes Douglas, though, to the middle of the court. Long Fortada. Arats picks it up before the second bounce. Drop shot, long drop shot. Urrutia gets there. Great read.
Good composure.
Urrutia again now. Hard up the middle. Manny, tip ball. Fireballs take the lead 4-3.
Urrutia did a good job of hanging in there. Again, beautiful play by Douglas in the front. Manny with some uncharacteristic misses here in the back. But Urrutia's got he's got power on both sides. I think I said the same thing earlier about Lalou, didn't I? Yeah, it sounded familiar.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Catch by Arats there on the inside. Big backhand follows. Douglas up at the 7, waits on it. Played to the inside, right to Urrutia. Costano inside. Manny gets in there with the left side, makes the catch. Arats from deep in the backcourt, floats it up. Steps out of the way. Douglas lays up the Robote. Right back to Arats. Oh, that's cutting inside, dropping. Douglas lays it up again. Arats using the sidewall, comes down with the ball.
Beautiful.
Strong backhand again. Douglas backpedals into position, fires it over the top. Now Arats has to get out. He just lays it up. Douglas, 2-0. Oh, not enough. Urrutia from the outside. Carambola, going to be a tough one, and it scores. Hard forehand scores. That's 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point here for Urrutia and Arats. What a bullet that was.
Yeah, Manny just not able to get to it. Again, nice shot here by Douglas, read by Urrutia. Stops it on the forehand. Again, you don't see him looking anywhere except at that ball going into his cesta. He stopped every one of those going to the outside.
Fault over serve. Touched or pass the 7th line. Second serve coming up. Manny from the left side, big backhand. Oh, that's out of reach of Arats. Urrutia scrambling. Nice right side Robote. Douglas, drop shot to the inside. Both players there. Either come away with it. That's 4 points now for Douglas and Manny. Still possible set point.
Great play by Douglas. Put it back to the inside. 2 players were there. Both had a shot at it. Neither came up with the ball.
There's that low runner. Manny scoops it up back beyond the 13. Pitch by Arats along the wall. Hard throw. Dropping. Picked up by Manny. Oh, catch by Arats, leaping back there in the corner, puts it along the side wall. Douglas now lays it up. Catch by Urrutia from the costado. Hard throw up the middle. Manny, what a read, what a stop. Comes back over the top. Manny now from the left side. Caught by Arats. Rote played by Douglas now, right to Arats. Arats, quick release on the backhand. Douglas got a long run. He lays it up. Arruti attacking from the costado. Splitter. Manny missed it on the outside. Point, set, and match. Arrutia and Arats win it in straight sets, 6-1, 6-4. So through 6 matches today, Stu. Fireballs won 3 and the Warriors won 3. So that will be a tie of the game day. As for the points, each team will receive half a point for that game day tie. We'll be back here with the post-game show coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
man did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand up feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court postgame show here. Opening night of the Winter 25 season, Stu, and ended in a tie here for the first time. 3 wins for the Fireballs and Warriors both. We have our player of the day here.
Why, he's somewhere.
Yeah, he's somewhere in the building.
Somewhere.
We believe he's in position. There he is, ready to go. We're going to hear from someone on the Warriors. Number 16, Julian. Julian, our player of the day for today. Now, Julian, your brother Alex spoke in his post-match interview and said how excited he was to play with your brother. I know it means a lot to you. What does it mean to get back on the same team as one of your siblings?
I mean, the first time when they separated me with Iñaki, it was hard for me because we had the chance to still be in the same team, and finally we didn't end up in the same team. So now I'm happy that at least I have the other brother with me.
And Julian, your backcourt play has been phenomenal, that right side in particular. You know, playing with Douglas again, that team, what are the expectations for you guys moving up in that second division again?
I mean, as Dougie said, when we finished our first match, the season that we played together, I think we played good, but we weren't lucky. But at the end of the season, I think we got better and we won the playoffs and in the final 2. So I think this season is we're gonna be better together.
Julian, you seem really comfortable. Obviously, we know you like to get the ball on the right side. You play it beautifully at the side wall, but also throwing shots today. You had an outside placement, at least one, that worked really well for you. Do you feel more comfortable throwing shots from the backcourt?
I mean, I always like to throw kill shots because I like to finish the game early, so that's why I throw kill shots.
Because you have plans, obviously.
Yes, I don't like long points.
It was definitely working for you. That right side and the outside placement looked terrific today.
But I always like to take risks too, so.
Well, awesome playing today, Julian. Way to start off the season. 2 wins. Congratulations.
Julian, the risk taker. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
All right, bye.
All right, moving on.
All right, always good to be back here. Stu and I back with you here for the postgame. And look, Stu, 3-3, first time we've
You've
had
aged.
Yeah, a little bit.
You've aged. No, seriously, you've
No,
aged.
you look good, Stu. I like this whole look. I think I got to.
Thank you.
I might spiff it up this year. I was thinking about it, but
He
day
did
one.
closing night. Closing night back in
Yeah.
December. You look, spot on.
Should we get some replay started to recap this
Absolutely.
post-game show? Again, started off here in that 4th division where we had Alex and Bradley. But we're going to go to their singles match, though. That was Bradley against Cabrera a little bit later on. 2-all there by Cabrera, though. What a shot. I mean, we saw
This
a
one
bevy of 2-walls throughout
Absolutely.
that match.
I mean, Cabrera was all over it in the first set. Bradley came back beautifully in the second set. Again, that's his weapon there, the right side. Both control and power. Moving on to the third set, though. Cabrera recalibrated, landed some great shots in.
Absolutely.
Kept on going back to the Costado 2-all. It really worked for him.
It did not change it up, and really no response there for Bradley. Again, lays it up. Costado. That's a 2-all. Bradley gets to that one, returns a drop shot. Actually, one of the better highlights there for Bradley.
Absolutely, just out of reach for Cabrera.
And coming back in the second set, I believe it was here. 2-all. See here, a little bit of a wonky 2-all. And then Bradley, the best drop shot we've seen, but effective.
No,
Second
exactly.
bounce, look, by the 4 line, I mean, it hit a little high, but the reality is it didn't travel too far.
Throw it where your opponent's not, and that's exactly what Bradley did. He read it well and set up a difficult play for Cabrera. He just wasn't able to get to it.
And later on here, another rebote coming right to the right side of Bradley. Here's the carom. Not enough. Cabrera now looking to pass, and when he does, it's a tough save. Bradley going for it, and that one coming up short as Cabrera closes it out. Take another look here. Powerful carom, but when you don't score on the carom, gives your opponent a pretty good shot there on the outside. You see here, opens up. Great effort, but just coming up short.
Wound up bouncing on the floor before the front wall. Well played by Cabrera, who was a candidate for Player of the Day when teams are tied. Kind of a toss-up.
Well, he finished second. That's not bad.
He won 2 and
The Player of the Day race.
the Player of the Day race. He won 2 and Julian had 2 wins.
One more match here, the finale, Urrutia and Arats with a chance to play their team into a tie. They needed to win, and boy, they delivered. How about the debut of Urrutia? Powerful throw here inside. Nice rebote saved by Manny, but look at this on the return.
Again, in singles,
What a shot.
Urrutia, Urrutia, literally his first day on the court, was not able to bring out a third set or a victory against Alex, but in doubles, he seemed way more confident. Something about having a Rats back there. Yeah. I think I would be
It's
confident.
a calming effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we had a Rats in the announcer's booth, I think we'd be more confident.
Maybe that's a great idea, Stu. Doctor's been suggesting things. Maybe we need a Rats back here.
Absolutely. Arats spot on as far as his catching. It's what we're used to seeing, but Urrutia was reading the 2-alls of Douglas very well, was playing the ball to the backcourt.
And the offense, too. I mean, those 2 drop shots, as he did in doubles, and both scoring is pretty impressive in your first time out.
And the Costado 2-all landed in as Douglas was moving to the inside going for it.
Good catching there, you see in this point. And then Manny back in the corner just missed it.
It's just a question of an adjustment period, and that's always a giant question mark, whether it's Lopez like we saw last year, or like we saw. How long does it take a player to adjust to the court? I'll tell you, both Lalu and Urrutia seem to adjust pretty well today.
See again And just a look at that ball missed by Manny. Here's Douglas on the outside, rips it there. Look at that catch by Urrutia. But here, look at the save by Manny. Knows where to be, saves the rebote, and then Arats.
That's the one that he missed. That's just one that he missed. All four players played beautifully in that point, though.
Take another look here. Great defense.
Yeah, I mean, Douglas rifled that from the left side.
And then Urrutia just elevated it a little bit, you know, and then able to be played on the rebote.
Man, we're still sitting behind the Fireballs, huh?
Yeah. Still going, you know, rambunctious after the tie. Well deserved, though.
Yeah, they can ramble on. It's okay. Beautiful catch here by Arats. Hard throw to the inside. Again, Douglas was really on top of the rebotes. Made some nice shots. Urrutia split placement just off the frame of Manny Sesta.
And that's the throw that finished him off here. Take another look.
If nothing else, we could say it was a quick adjustment period. Still have, it's only the opening day of the season, but a surprisingly quick adjustment period for both Urrutia and Lalu of the Fireballs.
Yeah, and in the first game day to come away with 3 wins and get a tie, half a point, I mean, not all too bad for the Fireballs here. 4 new players on the team this year, and they're 1 through 4. Arats, Urrutia, Lalu, and then Ron here in Division 4, the 4 new players. Take a look at the game day score there, and you see also that bottom row. Those are our season-long standings. A little bit different this season. Now, in some previous seasons, each match that you won, Stu, you got a point. So if you won a singles match, you got 1 point. If you won a doubles match, you got 1.5 points.
He's been explaining this to me all day, just so you know.
This season, it's simply how many matches you win out of 6. If you win 4 matches or more out of 6, you win the game day. If you win 3 matches, you tie the game day. If you win 2 or fewer, you lose the game day. You get 1 point if you win the game day, half a point if you tie the game day, and no points if you lose the game day. So, season standings, we'll take a look at this full screen graphic here. We say beautifully done this season, debuting, and look at that. You see win, loss, and tie.
And you know what's missing? That PPP thing at the end, right?
You don't have to worry
there were
about
like 12
points.
Ps or something about that. Look,
you don't have to worry about those points remaining.
Possible points remaining? Is that? Am I finally getting it? So that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Now that I understand it doesn't exist. Okay, got it.
So win, loss, and tie. And you see that rightmost column, that's points. You can also think of that as wins. So the tiebreaker, if teams are tied with total points at the end of the year, it'll just be how many total wins do you have. So that way, if a team wins the first 4 matches of a game day, and those last 2 will still mean something. So every match still will matter here in this Winter 25 season. Just a little bit different presentation.
Now today's Monday, which means that we're going to be back on Tuesday, correct?
Absolutely right, Stu. The Cyclones and Chargers in action tomorrow. New look Cyclones team. A lot of expectations. They take on the defending champion Chargers. New look team 2 as the Chargers lost Benny. We got Inaki and Amigarena against Zuleika and Arta. Then Ikeda and Manu against Iturbide and Ubia. Then Bueno and Rock take on Gallo and El Barba.
That's a fun team.
It'll be fun. Division 6, always fun, Stu. Division 4 singles, Ikeda and Arta. Then Bueno and Amigarena against Iturbide and Gallo. And we close it out with Manu against Zuleika in singles. That'll be at 5 p.m. tomorrow. And then January 24th, this upcoming Friday, will be opening night. So mark your calendars for the Renegades and the Devils. Good to be back here with you here in Magic City.
Look at that. Renegades versus Devils. Bet in person via the Hard Rock Bet app. My, oh my.
Yeah, so you can come in here.
I saw that correctly, right?
No, you can do it. You can come in here and actually bet on your phone with the Hard Rock app. We're now a partner with for this Winter 25 season. Awesome. So excited to have that. Excited to see you all here on Friday when we're open to the public for the first time. Got tomorrow, those Cyclones and Chargers first. We'll see you then.
See you tomorrow at 5.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!